Mingus Marauder football on KYBC AM 1600 and Verde Valley Television Channel 2 on Cable 1 and Suddenlink Cable Systems. Along with Jackie Bessler, I'm Zach Calandra. Tonight, the final home game of the season for the Mingus Marauders as they will host the Coconino Panthers in a big section game. This is a big game for Mingus, who started the season at 0-3 and have since gone 5-1 and or 4-1 and are sitting at 4-4 on the season. It's going to be 5-1 here in about 2 hours after they take out the Coconino Panthers here. And that's a remarkable turnaround, JB, for any team really to think about. If you start out 0-3 on a season and then 5 weeks later you're at 4-4, that's a pretty good season here for the Mingus Marauders. They're putting things back together and quite frankly have put themselves into a position where they win tonight over Coconino and then next week go on the road and beat Prescott, and they're sniffing the playoffs. And for any team to start 0-3 on a season and make the playoffs, that's a tribute to the coaching staff and the athletes out on the field that they never gave up. They kept fighting all the way through until the final whistle.
Well, certainly dedication, and we've seen the Mingus Marauders respond as they have turned around. All of a sudden, they have scored more points than they have given up during the course of the season and have certainly been turned around very big time in the beginning of the season. So the Mingus Marauders certainly have caught up a whole bunch as they start to bring it together here. Coconino, however, their opponent tonight, has definitely struggled. Their only 2 wins of the season coming over Mojave and Kingman. So they come into tonight 2-6, and the program has definitely struggled, and they got to face Mingus here on the big old senior night at Mingus Union High School.
And Mingus has been playing well, Jackie. There's no doubt about it. Big whipping last week up in Kingman. Bulldogs, I saw a quote from their coach, and he said, shame on us for thinking that we could come in here and beat a team like Mingus. How about that?
Yeah, how about that?
All right, fans, this is our pregame show brought to you by Vinny's Pizza. Wow, Vinny's, did they take care of us tonight? Dougie sends us up a couple of pizzas. Now, we've been mentioning a couple times that, man, Vinny's would be nice to have here in the pregame. And Doug Yatsenko took care of us. Vinny's Pizza sent us up a couple of pizzas. They've been delicious. We shared them with our whole crew, Jackie, and everybody's enjoyed it. Vinny's Pizza really stepping, I guess they don't step up to the plate in football, but they're coming out here and giving us a great pizza meal here in our pregame. We'd like to thank Vinny's Pizza for being our pregame sponsor. We'll be back with more Mingus football coming up after this.
Most memorable?
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find Digitel, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, in Prescott Valley at the Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall and the shops at Prescott Gateway. The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here.
With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market.
Remember, please shop local first.
Go Marauders!
Taylor Waste has been voted the #1 residential garbage service 11 years in a row in Cottonwood and 7 years in a row in Sedona.
Why? Because Taylor Waste always offers dependable and efficient garbage service and clean, eco-friendly curbside recycling and positive customer service.
Taylor Waste offers a separate recycling container, and our recycling program is clean rather than commingled with garbage.
To start service, call your locally owned Taylor Waste, dedicated to providing service tailored to your needs.
You'll get more miles for your money at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. It starts with matching the right tire for you, your vehicle, and driving habits. And continues with expert brake, alignment, and warranty services to extend the life and performance of your vehicle. And to serve you better, we now offer King Cobra custom exhaust systems. Find out more about our nationwide warranty at reesestire.com.
Welcome to the Vinny's Pizza Pre-Game Report. Call Vinny's now at 646-3333 and have pasta, subs, or specialty pizza delivered right away. Don't forget the garlic knots and wings. Now let's head back live to the press box. Here's Zach Calandra.
Back at Mingus High School, the Marauders riding high on a 3-game winning streak. And, Jackie, they have really been taking it to their opponents here during this 3-game winning streak. Mingus has been putting multiple touchdowns on the board every week, and it's been a fun offense and a fun team to watch.
Well, as I had made mention, the Mingus Marauders now have more points for than they do against at a 4-4 record. And
about time.
And significantly, 240 to 208. And in the last 3 games, their 3-game winning streak have outscored opponents 159 to 38, which is quite impressive. Now, Coconino's been going the opposite direction between, Bradshaw, Mountain, Prescott, and then last week against Campo Verde. They have now lost 3 games in a row, giving up 158 points and only scoring 21.
So, yeah, it's almost the opposite. The Marauders have been doing to their opponents what Coconino has been having done to them. So we hope that a lot of that continues here tonight.
Well, certainly so. We'd love to see that. Hey, one of the biggest games last week, especially for the section, was Prescott and Bradshaw. And little brother finally beat up big brother.
The Bears.
And did very well with it. The Bradshaw Bears winning 29-7 over the Prescott Badgers. And that was absolutely huge. In fact, they almost switched places in the PowerPoints as the Bradshaw Bears jumped up to number 12 and Prescott dropped all the way to 17 with that loss to the Bears.
And hopefully a Marauder victory tonight and a Marauder victory next week over those Badgers from Prescott would help propel Mingus up a little closer, JB. There's still a shot. So you're saying we got a chance. I think it's a shot. But there is still a shot.
Certainly so. Prescott here tonight. Prescott tonight will have Deer Valley, who is number 8.
Team. Yeah,
very
team.
tough team. Number 8 in Division 2. And I was talking to Coach Young about that. He said they have not 1 but 2 Division 1 defensive ends.
Wow.
So that's going to be a tough defense to play against. And Paradise Valley, we saw them earlier in the season. They're number 11. Deer Valley is number 8 in Division 2. So the squad from Prescott is definitely going to have their hands full. Congratulations to Baghdad going into the playoffs, seeded number 1 in the playoffs. Mayor at number 14.
Baghdad.
Yeah, Baghdad. 8-0 this year. And we'll take that number 1
8-man
seed.
football.
I know.
I have to mention that, JB. 8-man football, 80-yard field.
80-yard field. Yeah, I've played on that field.
Yeah.
Or at least we've been on that field. Division 3 looks like this. Saguaro and Williams Field. Queen Creek sits number 3. Moon Valley, Desert Edge, Tempe, Peoria, and Sunrise Mountain hold the top 8 positions in Division 3.
Play well? So we played on that field, or at least we visited there.
You know what? We just couldn't get used to the dimensions.
That's right. It's a short field.
It was, and it's
like
not
you
as
scored
wide.
too early.
It's It's not as wide. Couldn't get our sweep going. We kept running out of bounds.
Yeah.
Cactus is at number 10. Canyon Del Oro at 11. Bradshaw, as I made mention, at 12. And here's where it gets interesting. Higley. Alhambra, Buckeye, and Catalina Foothills round out the top 16. Now, so Mingus has to jump Prescott, Flowing Wells, Maricopa, Sabino, and Pueblo Magnet to get to that 16th spot to see playoffs.
Well, some of those teams are probably going to play each other, I would imagine. So
only
some
one
of them are going to lose, we hope.
Yep.
And Mingus is still going to play Prescott, so it's nice to see one of the teams ahead of you, a team that you're going to play.
Right.
And there's still a chance. I mean, you got to play your schedule, I guess, at this point. Win tonight, win next week, and hope the chips fall in the right spot, and you get to play again the week after that.
Well, anything can happen in high school football. I mean,
we know that.
There's no doubt about that.
We know that.
Anything can happen. So it'll be really interesting to see how the Mingus Marauders will finish up here during the course of the year, and they can control what they can control. They're number 3 in Section 4 of Division 3, and coming in here tonight, obviously just ahead of Coco, who is 2-2 in the division. I had made mention there are only 2 wins coming over Kingman and Mojave, who have not won in the division as of yet.
Right, and then, of course, Coconino has Flagstaff next week.
They do.
So that is another opportunity for them to win. And, I mean, quite frankly, you look at Coconino, and they could say with a win next week that we finish out our section and our division at 3-2, and we had a successful year.
Possibly so, yeah. Or at least at 3-3.
Aren't you glad that's not us saying that we had a 3-2 and we're terrible and we had a great year?
Well, Flagstaff has definitely struggled this year. 1-7 overall. Their only win coming over Central.
You know, and Coconino's no good. I mean, the city of Flagstaff is not producing good football teams at this point any longer. There used to be very good football teams. You used to say championship type of football teams. And, over the last 20 years that we've been in the conference and section, whatever it is with those guys, they've always had good football teams up in Flagstaff. And here over the last couple of years, for whatever reason, their football programs have gotten a little bit behind everyone else.
That's a great question as to why or how that has happened. But nonetheless, they are definitely experiencing a series of down years.
Yes,
but
for both teams, it's not even like one of them's good.
One is not showing tremendous promise versus the other one. However, here's a couple of things for our section. Jordan Upham is number 3 in passing yards for the entire section with 646 yards on the season. And
that kid at number 1, we saw him last week, Wilford. He's a good player.
Yeah,
they only had like maybe 2 or 3 players on their team that were good players, and he was definitely one of them. He's a real good guy.
No, he great potential. He's going to be coming back. He's definitely going to be something that they're going to. Kingman is going to look forward to having him back next year if he can stay healthy, because there's been a lot of injury bugs.
And he's getting a lot lot of work.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But he has survived 8 games so far, so there is hope. Orlando Machado, 579 yards and sitting number 4 in rushing yards in the section. For Section 4, Herb Tiffany is number 4 in receiving yards at 292. And Jordan Upham again is number 4 with points at 54. Now you see Skylar Clinton up here, and Skylar Clinton, number 1 in rushing yards. Of course, he is with Prescott, the Badgers. He's got 1,157 rushing yards going into tonight. Last week against Bradshaw, held to just 48 yards. So they figured out how to contain him, and I'm sure Mingus is definitely going to learn a lot from that film.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Mingus has seen some good backs this year. Early in the season, we saw a lot of good backs. We've seen some big backs. So the Marauders should be able to be prepared for that. He's that kid from Bradshaw Mountain, big bruising kind of back. So Mingus is prepared for a good running back, and I think they'll be prepared for him next week as well.
Well, certainly so.
He's not Mangrelli. Woo! Remember that young man.
That man both had size and moves, no doubt about it.
That young man had a beard. He wasn't a young man.
Herb Tiffany last week against Kingman, not 1 but 2 picks. Not 2 picks, but 2 pick sixes. 144 return yards for the young man.
Yeah, great game.
Oh, wow.
And then Pete Kelly, too. Yeah, Pete Kelly was all over everybody. I mean, at one point, Pete Kelly gets a personal foul for tackling the guy on the sideline and accidentally rips his helmet off and throws it like, what was it? It was up to like 20 or 30 feet at that point. But then he makes up, it's a 15-yard penalty. So what's he do? Next play, he tackles a guy 3 or 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and 13. Next play, sacks the quarterback for 10 yards. There's your 15 yards back. Let's play ball. And he ends up with a couple of sacks. And as a matter of fact, it was Kelly that had the hit on Wilford, the quarterback, that caused him to float the pass that Tiffany picked off to begin the second half that he returned for a touchdown. That's the other thing is Tiffany's 2 pick sixes both were the opening drives of the half. First half he took it almost 90 yards. The second half he took it about 54 yards. It was all put together by both of those players in the first half and second half, but Kelly just continued to put pressure on the quarterback all night, and that's what helped cause some of those turnovers.
Well, speaking of which, Pete Kelly is number 1 in the section in sacks with 7.5.
There you go. Well, that would explain it.
Yep, so he's leading the section.
All right, fans, looks like the team is coming back out on the field. The band is out there. It is senior night tonight, Jackie. We've got senior appreciation night. They go through them all. It's not just the players. They've got the trainers out there, the cheerleaders, the band members. Anybody that has anything to do with Mingus football is going to be honored here tonight in their senior year.
Yep, and they, in fact, they did a little bit before the game, and we're going to go through our seniors in just a little bit. But I keep eyeballing that Vinny's Pizza.
Yeah, the Vinny's Pizza looks good. There's no doubt about that. And we'll be back to Mingus High School for more Marauder football coming up after this.
Mingus football and Vinny's Pizza go together like cheese and pepperoni. Order from the sub or pasta menu, or take home a specialty hand-tossed Vinny's Pizza. Give in to the temptation of Vinny's famous garlic knots and wings. Dine in or delivery for Vinny's New York Chef Pizza. Easy to find in the Clemenceau building near 6th Street and the 89A bypass in Cottonwood.
It's the dawn of a new era in healthcare here in the Verde Valley. Spectrum Healthcare introduces whole person care for the mind, for the body, for all of you. With the opening of our new integrated care facility at 651 West Mingus Avenue in Cottonwood, Spectrum Healthcare now offers primary care, behavioral health, and pharmacy, all in one location. For primary medical care, for help with mental health and substance use disorders, for whole person health care, call Spectrum Healthcare, 634-2236.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find their selection extensive and their sales team professional and courteous. You can also count on excellent after-sales service. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet on Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood.
Your local Cottonwood Taco Bell has what you're craving for just $1. Shredded chicken mini quesadillas, spicy potato soft taco, spicy tostada, just a part of the new Dollar Cravings menu at your Cottonwood Taco Bell. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell on Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Pond Palace offers a wide selection of jewelry, electronics, musical instruments, firearms, and much more. And if you need money for that unforeseen financial burden, Tanner, Natalie, or Rob can get you a loan using your valuable items and collectibles. Scrap gold, silver, jewelry, guns, and electronics are all accepted. Visit Pond Palace on Calvary Way at 89A in the Dome Building, open 6 days a week, and online at pondpalaceaz.com.
Back in Mingus High School, the Marauder band out on the field getting the fans fired up for tonight's big ball game. It's the final game of the year for the Marauders here at home. As if they are going to continue their season after next week's final regular season game at Prescott, it will have to be in the playoffs, JB. And let's take a look back now at some of the things the Marauders have been able to accomplish up to this point this season. Statistically speaking, Mingus has really put things together a little bit more here these last 4 weeks, as you mentioned earlier. And our statistics have shown that that now the Marauders are actually outscoring their opponents for one, and that's a good sign going into these final two games.
Well, certainly so. Jordan Upham has certainly found the touch here in the second half of the season, if you will. He's 39 of 70, 646 yards, a completion ratio better than 550, 8 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions to go along with that. His leading receiver with 10 receptions is Herb Tiffany with 292. We've got several players that have rushed well this year. Upham, 436 rushing yards. Machado, 579 yards rushing, and Clark has 240 yards rushing to go with 3 touchdowns as well. Other receivers for the Mingus Marauders, Galloway, 167 yards on 10 receptions, and 9 receptions for Clark, 93 yards. So Mingus has done well with that. They've got a turnover ratio of +7, which is always a good sign. Every Mingus Marauder team that has found success has definitely had a positive turnover ratio.
Just about any team, for that matter.
No kidding. Defensively, leading the charge for the Marauders with tackles is senior Thagard out there. He's got 54, but we have got several underclassmen in the 40s as well.
Yeah, several underclassmen getting plenty of playing time this year, JB.
No kidding. Mentioned Pete Kelly leading the Marauders and the section in sacks with 7.5. However, Galloway, a sophomore, has got 5 right behind him. Romero, another sophomore, just 4 behind him as well.
The pressure shall continue.
Mingus with 8 interceptions on the season and 8 fumble recoveries to go along with it, and a near perfect kicking game from Meyer, who has a 1 field goal on the season and has only missed 2 extra points.
You know you're doing something right when you have a field goal and you're the kicker for Mingus and you can say that you kicked a field goal.
Right.
Coaches like you.
All right. No kidding.
Hey, we're close enough. Let's send that Meyer kid in, see what he can do. Man, he made it.
Now what do we do?
How much do we get for that?
Check the rule book. Good. Coconino, we've only got some limited stats on them. It seems like after Game 4 they stopped putting in stats. 200
started losing.
276 passing yards is what we've got on the season for them over 2 different quarterbacks. It looks like they either go a 2-quarterback system or they will mix it up, or one has played more than the other because of injuries. We're not sure on that. First 4 games, though, only 179 rushing yards, which it's going to be hard if you cannot run the ball on Mingus. That is a total, sir. That is definitely a total. They've got a turnover ratio, unfortunately, in the negatives, and that is definitely going to hurt them. They've given up 3 interceptions in the first 4 games. Not sure what they have done after that. They had 4 sacks, but only had 2 takeaways to go along with it. So Coconino is definitely going to have their hands full with Mingus out here tonight. Mingus last year playing at Coconino, winning 49-7, had control of the game early, 33-7 at halftime.
Yeah, Jackie, we're talking about a team that's averaging about 25, 27 yards a game in rushing. Wow, that's pretty brutal.
Well, that's what they were doing the first 4 games. So we'll see if they have been able to correct that.
That's through only 4 games.
Yep, that's only through 4 games.
But still, it's 179 yards.
Yep. Still, yeah, we kind of expected a little bit more than that. Or you would expect a little bit more than that as they move through the season, and hopefully they've been able to improve a little bit. Like, they have a couple of victories in the season, middle of the season, games 5 and 6, both victories, once again over Kingman and Mojave. So I'm sure they were able to put up some stats in those games.
Hey, our fans watching on TV just got to see Jesse Dowling, the Cannon Man over there, one of our city's board members, council members, and there he is out there getting that cannon ready to go. He knows he's going to have a busy night tonight. Get that thing loaded and fire it off from there, Jess. Doing a great job out there for the Mingus Marauders year after year. All right, fans, let's take a quick break right here. We'll get in a final word from our sponsors. We'll be back with the kickoff and the game coming up here in just a few minutes.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
It's time for the year's best deals on the industry's best-selling machines during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Rebates up to $1,000 and financing as low as 2.99% on machines built to tackle your off-road passions. Hurry to your Polaris dealer today. Deals this good won't last long. Huge rebates and incredible financing going on now during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
This has been the Vinny's New York Chef Pizza Pre-Game Report. Order for pickup or delivery tonight. Call 646-3333. We'll return for kickoff right after this.
Mingus football and Vinny's Pizza go together like cheese and pepperoni. Order from the sub or pasta menu, or take home a specialty hand-tossed Vinny's Pizza. Give in to the temptation of Vinny's famous garlic knots and wings. Dine in or delivery for Vinny's New York Chef Pizza. Easy to find in the Clemenceau building near 6th Street and the 89A bypass in Cottonwood.
Back at Mingus High School, ready to kick this ball game off tonight between the Marauders and the Coconino Panthers. But before we get to that, we need to get to our Northern Arizona Fitness and Rehabilitation Report. Here, our injury report for the Mingus Marauders, JB, and it's grown a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately it has. Hey, do I have buffalo wing pizza in my teeth here.
Yeah, you should.
I think I do, yeah. Once again, thank you to Vinny's. Doug, thank you for sending over the pies for us. They are greatly appreciated.
Okay.
And Doug, just
and delicious.
And delicious. And in case you're listening, we'll be leaving about 5 o'clock next Friday to go to Prescott.
This the buffalo chicken wing pizza from Vinny's tonight, Jackie. That was just unbelievably good.
I have been on a Vinny's diet. It has been Vinny's lunch, Vinny's dinner.
Getting ready for Christmas, are you?
I'm growing a giant V in my chest here.
Well, the Marauders are going to kick off to start tonight's ball game, and we'll get to that. And then Jackie will let you know about some of our injured players. Trey Myers going to kick it off. There goes the cannon, just getting it warmed up for tonight. And the return's going to be from the 2-yard line, going to the left sideline, right in front of the Coconino bench. And the Marauders had trouble with this last week, giving up big returns to the Bulldogs from Kingman. And the Panthers start with a big return out near the 40-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark him at, well, they're marking him there. They're going to mark him at the 41, first down and 10, Coconino.
Northern Arizona Rehabilitation and Fitness, the injury report, as you made mention, Zach, unfortunately growing. Senior Anthony Lopez tried to get back, and he's got an issue going with the tibula, and he will try to get back for the Prescott game, but we'll certainly hope so.
Well, that'd be a good one to make it back for.
Yeah, no kidding.
You don't want to make it back for the one after that, unless there is one the following week. First play from scrimmage for the Panthers, and they're going to run the ball to the left-hand side and pick up about 5 yards. That time it was a big fullback, number 44 with the carry. That's Weston Smith. And Smith, a junior, about 6'2", 214 pounds, and a big load going to that left side for the Marauders.
Well, the Mingus Marauders are definitely going to miss Ethan Kim out here tonight with the ankle. The ankle injury will keep him away, although I believe Orlando Machado with the ankle injury from last game will return.
Yeah, he suited up.
Today.
He's going to play. Second down and 5 now for the Panthers, working from the left hash mark. From the shotgun, quarterback flushed out of the pocket. Now he's caught. He's going to throw, and it's nearly intercepted. It was Trevor Galloway coming from that defensive end position on the right side of the Marauder defensive line, and the quarterback had a little jump pass as he was being dragged down. It hit Galloway in the hands, but he wasn't able to come up with it. However, the incompletion makes it third down. Clock stopped just underway. 11:07 left, opening quarter of play. Third down and 4, Panthers on their opening drive.
Well, the Mingus Marauders are going to miss out here tonight with a shoulder injury. Charles Novak, one of our captains here tonight.
Here's the snap, third down play, rolling to the right, looking to throw down the sideline and in and out of the outstretched hands of the intended receiver, Fabian Lucero, and it falls incomplete at the Marauder 25-yard line. Well, he tried to get it up top and go deep that time, JB, and just out of the reach. It looked like it may have been fingertips on the back end of the ball.
Nathan Petty, one of our seniors on senior night, had the coverage out there. Our other seniors, well, Taylor Thagard, a senior for the Marauders.
And Herb Tiffany, who's back ready to return the punt for the Mingus Marauders.
That's another name.
Standing at the 21-yard line, awaiting the punt from Ray Clark. There's a snap, and the punt is up and nearly blocked there by Galloway. It's a high, booming punt, and a fair catch called for at the 22. He had him played perfect.
He did. See what happens when you watch film?
Yeah, he kicks it about this far, and that's what he did.
Right. Herb said that was 33 yards, right, Coach?
That's where he said he stood 34, just in case.
Right.
You want to step up on it like an outfielder. You always want to step up on it.
There's something to be said for consistency, huh?
Yeah. Well, here we go. Let's see if the Marauders can stay consistent with their offense as it has been over the last few weeks. This offense has been steamrolling opponents 50 points a game, it seems. First down and 10. Jordan Upham, the Marauder quarterback, and he's set under center. Back goes into motion from the right to the left, and then he'll stop behind the quarterback and go back over to the wing position. That's Tiffany, number 9. Number 10, the quarterback Upham, sets under center again after looking to his wristband. And snaps the play. Down block by the center, and a pass over the middle. It looked like it was caught, Jack. Yeah, I was going to say it's caught by Tristan Clark. It hit him right in his hands, and it looked like he was pulling it in to run, and somehow it popped out, and it falls incomplete. Well, the Marauders had a good read on first down that time. They had a good play. It was going to work. Just came down to the execution that time.
Well, Coconino had the blitz, and I think Mingus took their time at the line for Coconino to show that blitz coming for sure, and they played against it.
Second down and 10. Marauders still run Tiffany in motion from right to left. He'll stop behind the quarterback, then head back over to the wing position on the right side. Marauders with wings on left and right, wide out on left and right. Here comes Tiffany in motion once again, and they're going to run the ball. Pitch going to the right side. They got a blocker to the sideline, and it's down the right sideline to the 50-yard line. Still on his feet, cutting it back into the middle of the field. I was looking for a flag. I thought I saw a flag come, but it looks like the field is clean at this point, and a big run that time. Tristan Clark with the big run for the Mingus Marauders all the way down to the Coconino Panther the 35-yard line. Big run. Marauders set up shop deep in Panther territory.
Well, great block behind it. One of those better have your head on a swivel blocks that the Mingus Marauders put out there, and Clark picks up 44 and changes field position quickly.
First down and 10, Mingus. Man in motion from right to left. Handoff going right up the middle this time, and it looks like to be Machado, and he's just steamrolling, bowling balling over people, and looks like he's got about 7 or 8 yards. They're going to give him 8 yards on first. Brings up second down and short for them. Now they're going to back him up one to the 28-yard line. Machado with a hard run.
Well, we're going to see a lot of seniors out here tonight. Orlando Machado, one of them. And looking forward to the possibility of maybe going on and play baseball in college.
Yeah, well, we know that he can hit. There's no doubt about it. We saw him go deep in the playoff game the Marauders hosted last year. Their only run of the game was a Machado bomb. Second down and 3, the Marauders between the hash, now going towards the scoreboard at Mingus. Here's a snap, and Upham is going to hand off again. It's up the middle to Machado, and not much doing that time. The hole closed quickly, and Machado is down for no gain. Back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll now be third down and 3 for the Marauders.
Short loss on that play.
Well, interesting. Mingus still looking to run up the middle. Coconino has got 8, count them, 8 in the box within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Down on the north end of the field. Programs once again.
Third down and 3 play. You'd imagine the Marauders are in 4-down territory at this point. Clark comes in motion, and they're going to run the option to the right-hand side. And Tiffany cuts it back behind the block. Now in the middle of the field, Tiffany to 10. Tiffany inside the 5 and down at the 3-yard line. First and goal, Marauders. Herb Tiffany with a nifty run to the right side. Cut it back to the middle. Made another move as he got inside the 10 and was finally brought down at the 3-yard line. First down and goal, Marauders.
Well, great move, and Mingus, that's the way you get around that 8 in the box. Get the ball to the outside. Mingus has done a pretty decent job and has been very efficient at those long pitches during the course of the season.
Looking to score on their opening drive. 8:50 left, opening quarter of play. The Marauders looking to put the first points on the board here against the Coconino Panthers. First down and goal from the 3-yard line. Worker from the left hash. Upham set under center. Takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. Upham running right, and he will not be untouched as he was last week 3 times into the end zone. This time he'll be tackled at the 1. Second and goal from the 1-yard line. Upham got more than half of it, and let's see if the Marauders can punch it in from here.
Untouched Jordan loses the title, huh?
Well, let's see if he can get it back. I think they might look to go with a little harder runner here, a little more bang for your buck as they bring Machado back into the ball game at fullback. Set up right behind Upham. Second down and goal. Now Tiffany goes in motion. It's a pitch to Tiffany going right. Tiffany hit at the goal line, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown! Herb Tiffany takes it into the end zone from 1.5 yards out, and the Mingus Marauders have the first score of the game. 6-0 Mingus, and there goes the cannon. It's going to be warmed down by the cannon tonight. 7:58 left, opening quarter of play, and the Marauders are on the board. Trey Meyer comes in to attempt the extra point.
Well, great blocking out there by the Mingus Marauders.
The extra point is long and far, and it is good, and the Marauders lead 7-0. Mingus with the initial score and the lead here early on senior night at Mingus High School. We'll be back with the Marauder kickoff after this.
At Gettle's High Desert Mechanical, rather than do lots of things, we focus on doing one thing right. We serve climate-challenged people. Gettle's starts with a free system evaluation to identify the best AC and heating equipment for your home or business. Professional installation, warranties, and service after the sale. If you're climate-challenged, then we're the right choice. Gettles High Desert Mechanical, the name to trust.
First score of the game goes to the Marauders, 7-0 with 7:58 left to go here in the opening quarter, and Trey Meyer is in to kick off for the second time tonight for Mingus.
Kicking into the smoke, huh?
Kicking into the smoke. And the return will be from the 3-yard line in between the hash marks. Looking to take it left side. Oh, what a huge hit by Mingus. There will be no big return this time. Man, flying to the ball and hammering the return guy that time. Can't see the number. I'm still looking for him to turn around so we can see who it was.
It was Collins.
It looks, it's Levi Collins with the hit.
Another senior for the Mingus Marauders.
Nope, it's number 16.
Oh, Nate
Petty that came up with the hit for the Marauders on the return that time, deep at their own 19-yard line.
Well, whoever it was, I'm pretty sure the runner's not going to remember who hit him.
First down and 10. Here's a snap and a throw going to the left-hand side, and incomplete, intended for David Quick. And the ball falls incomplete to the ground and stops the clock here momentarily. Second down and 10. As the Panthers have their second possession of the game. First one didn't go so well.
Nope, 3 and out. They actually got 6 yards on their first run, and a couple of pass attempts and couldn't get it down. Oh, that was Collins.
Yep, Levi Collins with the tackle that time. Yeah, man, did he hammer that guy. Second down and 10 from the shotgun. Marauders bringing the blitz, coming right up the middle. A handoff, looking to go to the right side, and there's the Marauder defense making the tackle at the line of scrimmage, right back to the 20, and that's all she wrote. 2 plays, no yardage. It's third down and 10. Coconino from their own 20-yard line out between the hash marks.
That's Weston Smith again with the carry out there. He's a junior, and we haven't seen Crank run the ball, Ray Crank. You would imagine as a captain and a running back, you would see him running the ball.
I haven't even seen him on the field. Well, he's the punter. He punted.
Okay.
Third down and 10. They've got trips on the right. And here's the snap, and the quarterback's looking to throw, and it's in and out of the hands of a Marauder back there. It's 87 with the coverage for the Mingus Marauder. The pass was intended, that's Ryan Nash. The pass was intended for Jacob Hughes, and it falls incomplete, bringing up fourth down and 10 now. And Tiffany will go back to return once again. Remember, the last punt was a mile high, JB, and there was no chance to return it.
No, there wasn't, but he was set perfectly. Let's see if he's 33 yards.
Yeah, right, yeah. He had it perfect. And the Marauders look like they're going to set up the return. Here's another high punt, very short. Takes a Marauder bounce, and the Panthers better stop it. They're losing yardage. And it's all the way to the 43-yard line. They lost about 5 yards or so after the bounce, and the Marauders will have it first and 10 from the 43-yard line. Looks like they've got it marked at the 44-yard line now of the Panthers to start their second drive.
Well, Galloway was getting into that backfield looking to block the punt, and the one last back protecting the punter went low on Galloway, and Galloway just about swallowed him up. Galloway jumped up and came down on the young man, and you saw the white uniform disappear.
First down and 10 play. Marauders with the 7-0 lead. Upham looking to throw deep down the left-hand side, looking for Galloway, and it's over his head and incomplete. The pass, however, JB, did land in bounds, and you at least give yourself a chance to make the play if you're keeping it in bounds.
Certainly so. On the coverage out there is number 12. That's just cool. And he is the quarterback, senior 6'1". So Galloway's got a little bit of a height advantage, but not the same advantage he's had the last couple of weeks.
Second down and 10 now for the Marauders. The play is sent in to quarterback Upham, looking at the wristband on his left wrist. Marauders in a wing T formation, looking to send a man in motion. It's staggered, and the Marauders are going to hand off to the last man through the hole. Looks to be Clark. He's inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up third down and 6 now for the Marauders from the Panther 40-yard line.
Well, he's got 2 runs, 44 and 4 for 44.
Yeah. Third down and 6. He likes the 4s, man.
Sounds like a full house.
Yeah, if he adds a couple of 6s.
There you go. Yeah.
3rd down and 6. The Marauders from the left hash mark with the man in motion, and they're going to run the option again, going right-hand side to Thagger, looking to get a block. They got 2 guys blocking that guy, and he gets free to make the tackle. No, Thagger breaks the tackle. Now Thagger's free down the right sideline to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown! Tyler Thagger takes it in 40 yards. The man being blocked, the corner on the left side, shed 2 blockers to try to make a hit on Thagger. He would not be denied. Breaks free and down the sideline to the end zone. The Marauders lead 13-0 with 5:52. That's not enough time to refill the cannon. 5:52 left in the opening quarter. Mingus on the board again.
Well, 40-yard scamper for Thagard, and that was his first run of the game.
Here's the extra point attempt by Meyer. It is up and good. The Marauders lead 14-0. We'll be back with the Marauder kickoff coming up after this.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. If you're on the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find their selection extensive and their sales team professional and courteous. You can also count on excellent after-sales service. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet on Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood.
Back at Mingus High School, Marauders on top 14-0, and in the World Series of Baseball from San Francisco, the Kansas City Royals lead the Giants 3-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Kickoff by Myers, return from the 3-yard line. This kid better watch out if Levi Collins is coming again. He's going to be hit from behind and tackled at around the 30-yard line. Much safer return that time than the one where Levi Collins just about broke him in half.
Well, I think he looked up and went 34-34.
Yeah. I'm running the other way. Coach said run left. We're going right this time, guys. You guys all go left so they think it's on, all right?
Just take 34 with you.
You see 34 coming. I'm going to show you my slide. It's the World Series time. I'm going to show you how good I am at sliding.
It is World Series time.
1st down and 10. Panthers with the ball, looking to get something going. They're going to throw again, and about 10, 15 feet behind the receiver and about 10 or 15 feet to his right. So not really close. However, the receiver is kind of close, so it's not going to be intentional grounding.
Nope, intended receiver out there, Fabian Lucero, one of the captains.
How many attempts has he got now without a reception? That's 5.
0 for 5.
Yeah. And a couple of runs for not much, and this offense looks like what you said it was in the pregame there, JB.
Well, they got 6 yards on 7 plays.
179 yards of rushing through 4 games or something. 2nd down and 10. They're going to run the ball to the right side. A big old number 44, and he swallowed up just over the 30-yard line. Back to the line of scrimmage is all you can have, and that's all he's going to get that time, as it's 44 Weston Smith with the carry, and Josh Scalf, another one of those underclassmen that we've been talking about all year long, a sophomore. Scalf gets in there and makes the play for Mingus.
Another underclassman out here making a debut, if you will, Nathan Jones. 5'9", 230 pounds on the line, filling in for Novak, who was a captain out here today for the Mingus Marauders. Unfortunately, the arm in the sling.
Yeah, that sucks.
And we're gonna have to see if Boyson will get him back in shape for next week. Man, we'd sure love to have him back.
Yeah, like having those big guys on the line. 3rd down and 9 officially. Pass coming to the right, and it's almost intercepted by the Marauders. And it looks like it's Nash again getting over there and getting his hands on it. Unable to pull it in, so it's a deflection nonetheless. And 4th down for the Panthers. So they've had the ball 3 times, and they have a total of 7 yards on about 12 plays.
8 yards, 9 plays.
9 plays.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little better. All right, Tiffany back to return again from his left hash mark, standing at his own 34-yard line. There's the snap, and the punt is up and just got away from Galloway again somehow. Punt is angled away from Tiffany. He's got to take a huge Panther roll this time. Wow. All the way back to the 19-yard line. So the Marauders have a long way to go on this one. A chance to work on their statistics a little bit as the offense runs back out on the field. And Jackie, talking about having those big guys back, the Marauders happy to have Cordell McKeever back. It showed last week the offense was moving a lot smoother. They got him back. They moved May over to guard. They showed a little depth on that offensive line.
Yeah, that was absolutely huge getting Cordell back, and nice to see him off the Northern Arizona rehabilitation list.
Yes.
Man, I love having that camera right there on the field view. Look at that look.
First down and 10 here for the Marauders. Awaiting the snap. Upham takes a snap. He's going to hand off to the first man through. It's Machado, and there's not much room to run. He's to the 20-yard line, so about half a yard, and it will be second down and long for the Marauders.
Machado, a couple of, actually 3 100-yard rushing games for the Mingus Marauders this year. 579 yards on the season, so he's got a little ways to go, but will certainly break without any major issues. 600 yards here tonight.
Yeah, we'd like to see him have a couple of huge games over the next couple of weeks, JB. Push that 1,000-yard mark. Second down and 9. He's going to have some huge games. Upham, under center. Machado behind him, and they're going to give it to Machado, and he breaks through the line, and then is tackled by the first linebacker he runs into, but not until he crosses the 25 to the 26-yard line, so it's going to bring up third down and 3 here for the Marauders. Gain of about 5 on the carry that time for Orlando Machado. And the Marauders now 3rd and 3 are quickly back to the line of scrimmage. They're not ready to call the play yet, but they're at the line of scrimmage to make the defense stand there and not have a chance to substitute out so much, not have a chance to run off the field or set their defense because they don't know what's coming. They've got to kind of stand there and wait for the offense to come to the line.
Yeah, well, they stand all in the box anyways.
You're right. They don't have to go far.
No.
Here's the third down play, and Upham's going to throw over the middle. He's got a man. It's Tiffany with a catch. First down reception to the 37-yard line, and that's the first reception of the game, I believe, for the Marauders as well. Upham to Tiffany, and it's good for a first down.
9 yards out there for number 9, who already has a 6. He's got the first touchdown for the Mingus Marauders as they lead here in the first quarter 14-0, and that 9 yards will put Tiffany over 300 receiving yards on the season.
3:08 left in the opening quarter of play. The Marauders already on top 14-0, and now with the first down and sustained a drive here on their third possession. First and 10 from the 37-yard line, working the right hash mark. Twins on the right, Twins on the left. Looking to throw the screen pass, coming to the left. It's Tiffany again. He'll break a tackle and dive forward for as much as he can. They had him by an ankle that time, but Tiffany was able to get away from the tackle of Cesar Andrade, the defensive captain, and fight for a couple of yards, and the Marauders pick up about 4 on first, bringing up 2nd and 6.
Well, the pass was low, so Tiffany did a great job just getting down to the ball and getting it off the turf and getting the hands underneath, and then had to be able to get his body going forward from there.
From the left hash mark, McKeever, the big center, standing over the ball. They get the play from the side. Everybody looks to the wrist. Running number 4. All right. Twins on the right again. One on the left. It's a big man, Galloway. Here's the snap, and the Marauders are going to run up the middle and still fighting, and has a first down with a 4th and 5th effort. Machado is able to get the first down by about a half a yard, and the Marauders, they will move the sticks. I thought they might take a look, but Machado got hit, Jackie, and it was like having your little brother or something, or your nephew even for that matter, on your leg, and you're kind of like just dragging him through the living room, making sure he gets good rug burn on his belly.
No kidding. He certainly did. So I think, Zach, well, I believe, yeah, it is. That's Collins in there. That was Collins picking up that first down.
First down carry for the Marauders, and here's the play. Looking to drop back and throw. Upham going downtown, left-hand side to Galloway. It was in his hands, so was the defender, and as he tried to pull the ball in, he had to bring it through the defender, Andrew Rojas Powers, and is able to knock it away, bringing up 2nd down from the Marauder 48-yard line.
Well, it almost looked like Galloway reached over the top of him and was going to pull the ball away from the opponent's face mask, up and over the back of him.
There's a smaller guy on him.
Man, you know, that would have been an ESPN moment. If he would have been able to make that catch, even getting his hands on it was quite impressive.
1:36 left to go in the opening quarter. 14-0 Mingus. 2nd down and 10 Marauders from their own 48-yard line. Here's the snap. And Upham's going to hand off, going to the right side. Not much room to run. Collins is the ball carrier, and he's down after a gain of 3. Across midfield to the 49-yard line of the Panthers. Clock running now, 1:23 and counting. The Marauders quickly back to the line of scrimmage, leading 14-0 in the opening quarter.
Well, Collins has done exceptionally well when he's had his opportunities in the backfield. 19 carries, 125 yards coming into the game. A little better than 6.5 yards per carry.
Yeah,
but
not as many carries as we expected from him on the season. He's a little dinged up.
He has been a little dinged up, and he's been so valuable to the defense as well.
That's true. Here's a snap. They're going to look to him again. Collins going to the left. Collins looking to break outside. Now he takes it back into the right, and he's going to be tackled about the 31-yard line. Number 72 down there on the defense for the Panthers, rolling around on the ground trying to make sure that he knows which way he's up. Collins spun him around in circles. He thought he was under the big top. First down and 10 Marauders at the 32-yard line of the Coconino Panthers.
Well, he picks up 18 there, and that's one thing that Collins has done every time he has had his opportunities in the backfield. Zach, he has run hard like this is the last time he's going to touch the ball.
Maybe. Officially spotted at the 31. From the left hash mark, Clark in motion from left to right. Here's a snap. The Marauders going left and quickly out of the backfield. It's Machado inside the 20, using a stiff arm to knock over the would-be tackler and brings him down at the 16-yard line. Another big run by the Marauders that time. Orlando Machado picked up about 15 yards, and Mingus has it first down and 10 at the 16-yard line of the Coconino Panthers, leading 14-0 with 20 seconds left in the opening quarter of play.
Machado running just as hard as Collins out there, like his job was in jeopardy, huh?
Yeah, he saw Collins running. I said, hey, that guy wants to get more carries.
I'm a senior too.
I don't think Mingus is going to get a playoff here, JB, as the final 3 seconds are coming off the clock, and that's it. That's the end of the opening quarter. 14-0. Marauders on top and driving inside the red zone once again. First down and 10. Mingus at the 16-yard line of the Panthers when we return after these great messages from our spectacular sponsors.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC.
Find Digitel, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, in Prescott Valley at the Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Mingus Football and Vinny's Pizza go together like cheese and pepperoni. Order from the sub or pasta menu, or take home a specialty hand-tossed Vinny's Pizza. Give in to the temptation of Vinny's famous garlic knots and wings. Dine in or delivery for Vinny's New York Chef Pizza. Easy to find in the Clemenceau building near 6th Street and the 89A bypass in Cottonwood.
Back at Mingus High School, start of the second quarter of play, and the mighty Marauders looking for their third touchdown of the opening half. First and 10 from the 16-yard line of the Panthers. Man in motion from left to right. Handoff going up the middle. And who's got it? It looks he's still running over there by the 10-yard line, and waiting to see who it is. It looks like it may have been Tiffany, and it was. Tiffany got the carry that time. The Marauders running that triple option that time, the wing T triple option, and it went to the third option that time, which was Tiffany going left, and he got about 4. No, he got about 5. Second down to 5 at the 11.
Well, you got to give a little credit to the offensive line. For you to run a triple option means that you need at least that extra second in the backfield without penetration.
Yeah, you got to let those guys run around wild back there so everybody doesn't know where it's going.
Right.
Including the guy up here trying to figure out where it went. Second down and 5. Here's the snap, and the Marauders going to run it again. This time Upham's going to hold on to it. Zone read that time, and he held on to it and didn't get too far. Just inside the 10-yard lines. Well, they're going to mark him down to the 9, so he got about 2. Which brings up third down and 3. Mingus needs to get to not quite the 6-yard line for a first down.
Only 2 rushes out there for the Mingus Marauder junior quarterback. Seems like most of the touches are going to the seniors out here so far.
Oh, that's good. It should.
And senior night.
And senior night. Third down and 3. One back in the backfield, and Upham set under center, takes a snap, and he's going to throw to the right side to Tiffany, and it's intercepted in the end zone. Threw it right over Tiffany, and it was intercepted by his counterpart, number 9. And the Marauders have a turnover. That's one of the things we talked about here in the beginning of the game. The Marauders had the good plus-minus turnover ratio. That time it's a big minus as it's intercepted by Fabian Lucero. And the ball just went right over Tiffany that time and right into the hands of Lucero, who had terrible coverage. Tiffany was wide open.
Right. Well, sometimes it's more about being lucky than good.
Absolutely. Absolutely is what it was that time.
Well, Upham has not thrown an interception for multiple games.
Yeah.
And you kind of wonder whether or not that was a miscommunication on the route.
Well, yeah, it must have been. He's wide open.
Yeah. Well, he had a nice little push-off, too.
Oh, well, you got to do that sometimes. In the NFL, you want to do that now, Jackie. Get down there and have a little push-off on that defensive back and watch him get the penalty.
Right.
That's the way the game's played these days. You run down the field. If it's 3rd and 5 or even like 3rd and 15 or something, you just snap the play and you throw it way down the field and a little bit short so your guys come back for it. Let the defensive back touch him, then go, hey, and they throw the penalty.
Right. Manipulating the yellow.
Ask Patrick Peterson. That guy's one of the best players in the NFL, and he has struggled defensively covering people this year.
The new rules, man. I know. New rules. That's the way football's going to be.
Uh-oh. See, I said it.
Uh-oh.
During the break in between the quarters, I had mentioned, Jackie, that we didn't have any penalties in the opening quarter of play. Now we're just barely 2 minutes in the second quarter, and here they come. First one of the game, and it's going to go against the Panthers for a false start, illegal motion. I didn't see what he said. It looked like it was illegal motion. And the ball will be backed up to the 15-yard line where it will now be second down and, well, they put it at the 15. It should have been at the 16, where it will be second down and 13. Now they put it at the 17. That's not where it goes. It's first penalty of the game. They're a little confused. Here's the snap. And rolling and throwing short and incomplete. Hit him right in the hands. Ray Crank, one of the captains, a senior, 5'10", 175. Just a quick little screen pass the right side. Try to get something going, get the ball in the hands of one of our playmakers, see if he can do something. A first down would be great at this point. Crank doesn't catch the ball. Nothing happens. They go back to the huddle. It's 3rd and 13, and they're going, come on, man. We got to be able to do something.
Well, unfortunately, he got spun around. He turned to the inside and then ended up turning completely all the way around trying to get to that ball. And in the middle of his dance spin, probably lost sight of the ball.
Mingus is looking for the pressure, and they're looking for a takeaway here. Quarterback rolling back, looking to throw. Now he's going to try to tuck and run. There's nowhere to go. Back to the 20-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 2 on the play. Now flag. I told you. Once you get one out there, everybody remembers, oh, yeah, I forgot we're supposed to throw these.
Contagious.
Yeah, it's very contagious. Absolutely. That's what it is.
It's kind of like tissues.
Tissues.
Yeah. Well,
Kind of like tissues?
Yeah, kind of.
It's on Mingus, and that's going to give him an automatic first down, I think. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Usually defensive penalties are an automatic first down. They're moving this ball. It must have been a personal foul, something after the play, something said out there. One of the officials is coming over to the sideline to explain to Coach Young what it was. When are we going to start miking up Coach Young?
When the FCC changes its rules.
Yeah. All right, well, let's mic up the guy next to him.
When the FCC changes its rules.
What's that guy with the camera doing down there? Shouldn't he be holding one of those big old saucer-looking things, like the WYSP guy in Philly?
Yeah.
First down and 10. They're going to hand off, going to the right side. It's Craig. Here comes another flag. I told you. Once you get one, they just start coming. We went the whole first quarter without a flag, and we've had 3 in the less than a minute.
Holy cow. You're not kidding.
No. It was 1st and 10 from the 45, or from the 35 rather. And the officials are talking it over. And we don't have a signal yet. And now we do. And it's going to be face mask against Mingus. Looks like a personal foul face mask against Mingus is our call. And that's going to move it 15 yards. And hey, these Panthers got something going. Personal fouls on Mingus. We're picking up first downs like it's nothing. It's like getting some chiclets.
Well, they've earned 11 yards.
Remember Chiclets? Those were good.
I do.
Those little hard gums that were good for like the first 13 seconds. And then they're like trying to rip your teeth out and break them and take out any filling you ever had.
Oh, yeah. I know they were really good on fillings.
Yeah. And quarterback looking to throw, and it is tipped in the air and incomplete high. And, Jack. He's looking to see if there's any litter on the field. They're coming out in the plethora of yellow at this point. Jacob Hughes, the intended receiver, and he had to jump high to get a hand on that one, and it falls incomplete. Well, this is why these guys don't have any rushing yards. They just throw the ball the whole time. It's for a long game.
Well, yeah, it does.
Because they don't catch any of them. The clock stops every play. 2nd down and 10. They got twins on the right, and now a back goes in motion. Still one behind the quarterback. Here's a snap, and they're going to hand off. Going to the right, and he broke the initial contact, but wasn't able to shake free from the rest of the gang, and up to about the 46-yard line on the carry that time. A gain of maybe 2, and that's it. Bringing up 3rd down and about 8. They are on the Marauder side of the field by virtue of 2 15-yard penalties at the Mingus 46-yard line.
Well, I started to say they've got 14 yards on 15 plays, and Mingus has 30 yards in penalties.
Right, yeah.
All on this drive.
On this drive.
Well, not all their yardage, but all the penalties.
3rd down and 8. The quarterback's going to keep it, and looked like somebody was tackling him by the ball. His body was about a yard or further down the field than where his hand was with the ball in, and they're trying to pull the ball out of his hands, and he came back to it. He came back to the ball that time instead of trying to continue running down the field. And probably a good idea, because I think he would have turned it over if he continued to try to run.
Well, if you've ever tried to actually tow a car, and that first tug when
the whiplash tug.
Yes.
4th down and 8. They are on the Marauder side of the field. Tiffany back deep to receive, standing at his 13-yard line. There's the snap, and the punt is up and high and over Tiffany and will bounce. And, man, the Marauders are going to be backed up on this one. It's inside the 1. It is at the goal line. Cannot get any better than that. 1st down and 99 for the Marauders. 7:15 left to go here in this opening half of play. Mingus up 14-0 as they bring the Big Red offense back out on the field. The 1. That's giving them a little.
Well, no negative plays, I'll tell you that.
No sweeps, nothing crazy like that. Lower your head, get a couple. The old goose play.
Old
McKeever, he likes that.
Although one of those delayed pitches out of the backfield that we've gotten 40 and 50 yards off of.
Yeah, those are good, just not inside your 1.
It could be dangerous. Could be dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying, what if?
And the Marauders will hand off right up the middle. I get a whole lot, but I got something, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. He's back to about the 1. Going from the half to the 1. And yeah, that's my play right there. Inside your 1-yard line, just right up the middle. Bang, get something. You start running to the sides, running the corners, pitching the ball. That thing ends up on the grass, and that would be something to end up on the grass here since there hasn't been grass here in about 8 years.
See, I told you the ball wouldn't hit the grass, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's going to bounce off the tire, though.
Right.
2nd down and a long 9. And the Marauders will look to run it again, going up the middle, and they got a little bit more than something that time out across the 5-yard line. Good run that time by Mingus. It's Orlando Machado picking up about 4 and giving the Marauders a little bit of room to breathe away from their end zone there. It will be 3rd down and about 6 here for Mingus. They need to get close to the 12-yard line, and they're marked right at the 5.
Now the outside pitch.
Yeah, right. It's open now.
Yeah.
I like that play now. Something out in the open field. I don't like it inside the 1. I don't like it there.
Correction, number 53.
Here's a snap, and going to the left-hand side. It's Upham with a blocker in front. He's got a 1st down out to about the 18-yard line. He had a blocker out in front of him, but he got collapsed by a couple of defenders, and Upham with the keeper. Oh, no, it's not. It's Clark with the ball. Upham gave it off to Clark, and he's the one that picks up the 1st down. Out to the 19-yard line is where they're going to mark him down. So 1st down and 10 Mingus, and now they got something rolling.
Well, Clark has got runs, 3 runs out there, 44, 4, and 14. For 44.
For 44.
Yeah. That's too many 4s. You can't have that many 4s.
No. Oh, what could the fours do? I guess if you have 4 of them.
Fours are really good when you're from the 3-yard line.
Yeah, take a whole lot of them then. And the Marauders are going to hand off from the 19-yard line, going left, and they get to about the 20. They went from the 19 3/4 to the 20, and it will be second down and 9 and a foot or so.
Thagard gets the carry, trying to do a little misdirection out there.
Tackle made by number 72.
And that pizza Vinny's brought us here before the game, JB. That was awesome. Good pizza. Vinny's Pizza, our pregame sponsor. They brought us a couple of pies here tonight. I'd like to thank Vinny and Dougie down there, the Yatsenko family, for taking care of us here tonight in the press box.
And so everything they do for the team, too. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, that, too. I'm just talking about sending us a couple pizzas, man. I'm thanking them personally.
Right, yeah, no kidding.
Second down and 8, and the handoff going up the middle. It's Machado. No, it may be Collins that time with the carry. Now he's looking at the official like, hey, what's all this extracurricular stuff after I'm on the ground? And it is Collins with the carry that time. And he's got it out across the 25 to the 26. So a gain of 6 on second, and it'll bring up third down and about 4 here for Mingus. From the left hash mark, the Marauders started this drive inside their 1. Looking for a second first down here on this third down play. And they may have just got it on a flag. No, they didn't call it. It looked like the defense is jumping around. Well, they're definitely jumping around. Looked like they may have jumped off sides. And they do, Jackie. As you said, they've got 8 in the box right now. And the Marauders are going to look to run through it. And they're going to run through it. It's a big run for Collins down the middle of the field. And he won't be tackled until across midfield at the 42-yard line of the Panthers. Levi Collins breaks off a big one for the Marauders, who are setting up shop first down and 10 at the Panther 42-yard line.
Well, they'll pick up 31 on that one, and it almost looked like he was trying to run into the safety, was running side by side with him, and the safety kept moving away from him.
First down and 10 Marauders out between the hash marks, working on the left-hand side of the field. We got 1 back in the backfield, a wide receiver on the left, 1 on the right. Wing goes into motion from left to right, and the Marauders are going to hand off. Going to the right-hand side, Machado was hit at the line of scrimmage, was able to break free with a spin move. Knowing he wasn't going to get any further, he broke free from contact and just dove for about 2 more yards, getting a total of 3 on first down. It's second down and 7.
Well, Upham's getting hit, whether he hands it off, keeps it, doesn't matter.
That's how I like playing defense.
Well, that's true. And well, Upham doesn't, doesn't throw his hands up in the air and go, I don't got it.
Right.
He does.
Yeah, right.
And, just like every other Mingus Marauder quarterback, they're trained.
Last week he stood there with the ball in his hands in the end zone saying, hey, I got it 3 times. And that's what Coconino saw. Say, hey, hit that kid.
Right.
And now he's going to look to throw. Upham going up top, down the right side, looking for Galloway. Galloway cut off his route about 10 or 15 yards from where the ball landed. I think if he would have just kept sprinting towards the sideline, he's standing in the end zone with the ball right now himself.
Well, not only that, but it looked like Upham had a couple of different options.
Yeah.
The slot receiver had beaten his man by about 6 yards out there.
It almost seems like everybody is open.
Well,
and it's been like that almost every time he throws. There have been multiple weapons open.
Well, Thagard was the one that was the slot receiver that had about 6 yards on his man.
We already saw what he could do earlier. Uh-oh. Number 75. Got to leave the game.
That is Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones. Oh, no, that's Mrs. Jones, huh? All right. Now they're bringing in number 78 to replace him. Jones, it looks like he's got a helmet issue or something. They're going to get that taken care of. Coach Cromer down there, he's all over it. And Josh Scalp comes running in the game for the Marauders here on 3rd and 7. Playing that right tackle position. Here's a snap in. Going to hand off, delay, handoff, going counter to the left-hand side. It's Thagard, and Thagard to the 35-yard line. They'll be short of a first down by about 3 yards. It's 4th down and 3 now for Mingus at the Coconino 35-yard line, and the Marauders undoubtedly are drawing it up in the dirt right now.
Well, Thagard, from our angle up here, looked like he had a little bit more of that lane to run toward the sideline. Would love to have seen him bounce that one out just a tad bit more.
Hey, Halloween next Friday night, JB.
I know, in Prescott.
4th down and 3. The Marauders look to run the play. Clark goes in motion from left to right, and now he is going to, he got a timeout, I believe. Mingus is going to call timeout. Not a bad timeout. 2 minutes left in the half. They haven't used one. It's 4th down and 3. Let's talk it over. Let's take a break. We'll be back with the Marauder 4th down play coming up after this.
Since 1993, Rice Accounting has been assisting Verde Valley residents with their tax returns. A proud part of the National Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, Rice Accounting can prepare all state and federal returns. They can file electronically or prepare paper returns. They're open year-round to assist you with personal and business taxes, quarterlies, payroll, and account services.
Please come on in to Rice Accounting Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. We're open year-round for all of your taxing needs. Thank you.
JD looking for the big man touchdown here. He wants to see the big guys dance.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that what John Madden always wanted?
Yeah.
We should go as that duel next week. Broadcast.
Summerall and Madden?
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I think that's a great idea, but I'm not sure I'm so into dressing up, JB. Here's the Marauders' 4th down play, and it's not going anywhere. Mingus hands off, going left-hand side. The defense was in the backfield immediately, and Levi Collins just didn't have anywhere to run. It was like the defensive line just shot at the ankles, and it was just a pile of people and nowhere to go for Collins, and he got knocked down for no gain. The Marauders turn it over on downs.
There goes for my Maddenism.
Yeah. Bill Collins would have qualified as a big guy dancing in the end zone.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. That would have been a big guy dance.
Yeah. Even if he's got 34 on it, it's all right.
I mean, it's normally reserved for, defensive ends, but...
Yeah. Or like an offensive guard or something that picks up the ball and runs to the end zone because everybody's yelling go.
Right.
No, it doesn't know why, any other reason. Why do I have this? Pig skin is not like bacon. It smells good. Handoff going to the right-hand side. Oh, what a smash by the Marauders. All 44. Weston Smith takes the ball to the right side and just got clobbered. When he got to the line, I'd have to imagine that's going to be somebody like Levi Collins that came flying in there and hammered him at the line of scrimmage that time. Or actually about a couple yards. He got about 3 yards, but at the point of contact, he went down. Here's a snap from the gun. Quarterback looking over the middle. He throws at the ankles of his intended receiver at midfield. That time intended for 32, Andrew Rojas Powers, and it falls incomplete. And I'll tell you, quarterback Jess Cool has not had a very good game tonight throwing the ball, JB. He is just over his receivers. He's at the feet of his receivers. He's hitting his receivers in the hands, and they're dropping them. Just not having a very good night throwing the ball.
Well, certainly not all of it is his fault, but some of it certainly is. And either way, poor young man out here has got 0 yards and 0 completions on 9 attempts so far.
3rd down and 7 play. Quarterback Cool rolling left. Now he's going to try to go back right. He's sacked at the 30-yard line. Well, let's see when they get up. 3 players get up off of the pile.
Romero.
Kelly, Romero, and who's the one on the other side there? Still looking. Looks like 59, is it? I think it's 59 is the other guy. It's 59 is the 3rd guy that was in on the play for Mingus, and that is Charles Hardy. Wow. So good play by the Marauders defense that time. They've got them backed up deep, and I believe Mingus just called their 2nd timeout to try to save a little clock here, as it is 4th down and 6 now. Or I'm sorry, 4th down and 16 for the Coconino Panthers with the ball at their 30-yard line. They are undoubtedly going to kick it away to Mingus. So the Marauders, with 78 seconds on the clock, decided to call their 2nd timeout, which leaves them with 1 remaining, and save as many ticks as they can. It's only a 14-0 game.
Right.
It seems like Mingus should be up by a lot more.
Well,
it's almost like the CMS game on Saturday last week, JB, where we were down by 12-0, and it seemed like they were just pounding us. And next thing you know, our guy just turned it on, and CMS came back and won the championship, undefeated championship Saturday, 26-12 over Push Ridge from Tucson. Great game. And here's the kick, the punt rather, and Tiffany's going to call fair catch at the 41. So that's a nice class, Jackie, that the Marauders are going to be getting next year, that 8th grade class. Those kids played sensational all season long. Got down for the first time all year and showed some resiliency that we're all right, we're going to come back. And once the CMS Lobos got their game going and got their offense rolling, there was no stopping them. They really just took it to Push Ridge throughout the second half and won the undefeated championship. Head coach Mark Simmons did a great job with that squad this year, and congratulations to everybody that was associated with that team. Here we go, first down play. The Marauders run a pitch to the left-hand side. Clark drops it, dribbles it like a basketball player, gets it back, and is able to gain about 2 yards on the carry, bringing up second down and 9. Well, it is getting to be basketball season. They're practicing all a multi-sport star there that time. Dribble a little bit, pick it up and run.
Well, as I understand it, going back to the CMS game, I believe it was an up-and-coming Taylor that got the go-ahead score.
Oh, Chaz Taylor, oh boy, is he a special kid. That young man is a great football player, just a great kid. I mean, he's more than just a great football player, he's a great kid. Here's a run by the Marauders and a flag that comes in at the tail end of the run, and a Coconino Panther sprawled out on his back. And let's see what that penalty flag is going to be as the ball is carried to across the 45, about the 46-yard line, holding on Mingus, and I'm sure they're going to back him up. And it wasn't just Chaz Taylor. There's a lot of kids on that team, and there's way too many to mention. Alex Nelson had a sensational season. Antoine Zambala had a great season this year. Colby Fanning was sensational this year. Tyson Savage, Chris Matthew Line, Kendrew Streck was a great player this year. Isaiah Hillman, Swank. I mean, there's so many guys out there that contributed this year. There's too many to mention, but those guys just a sensational group of kids, and Mingus is going to be real lucky to have that group coming in here next year.
No doubts. That'll be the freshman core coming in. So not too long, and these youngins will make our programs and make our broadcasts, huh?
Yeah, no doubt about it. I imagine we'll see some of them next year, and for sure the year after that, by the time they're sophomores, there'll be more than 1 or 2 of those kids playing. Well, the penalty flag backs the Marauders up. It is second down and about 15, and a handoff going to the left-hand side, and they got about 14 of it back here at the end of the half. Good carry, 14 yards to end the half. It's Machado that comes up with the ball out to midfield at the 50-yard line as the buzzer goes off to end the opening half of play. They head to the locker room. The Marauders up 14-0. There was a whole lot of Mingus and all of a sudden a whole lot of nothing in the second half. Marauders will have the ball to start the second half of play. 14-0 Mingus over Coconino as we head to the locker room.
Get caught buzzed driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom. It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC.
Find Digitel, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, in Prescott Valley at the Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here. With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market. Remember, please shop local first.
Go Marauders!
Taylor Waste has been voted the #1 residential garbage service 11 years in a row in Cottonwood and 7 years in a row in Sedona.
Why? Because Taylor Waste always offers dependable and efficient garbage service and clean, eco-friendly curbside recycling and positive customer service.
Taylor Waste offers a separate recycling container, and our recycling program is clean rather than commingled with garbage.
To start service, call your locally owned Taylor Waste, dedicated to providing service tailored to your needs.
Welcome to the Halftime Report, brought to you by the Cottonwood Recreation Center. In just a moment, we'll have a recap of the first half, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats, plus an update on what's new and coming up at the Cottonwood Recreation Center. Let's head back live to the press box. Here's Zach Calandra.
Back at Mingus High School, and the Marauders ahead 14-0 here at the half over the Coconino Panthers. Marauders got on the board early, a couple of quick scores from Mingus, and then all of a sudden things went a little bit stagnant as neither team was really able to move the ball. The only drive of the game for the Coconino Panthers came by virtue of 2 personal foul, 15-yard penalties on the Mingus Marauders. The only time the Panthers had the ball across midfield was because the Marauders gave them 30 yards and penalties. Mingus has been able to move the ball seemingly tonight. They're moving the ball down the field. They lost it once on downs there, but a couple of scores on their first 2 drives of the game, and then we haven't seen them in the end zone since.
Well, an interception in the end zone.
That'll hurt.
That definitely is a drive killer.
Yep. Every time.
Yeah, every single time. Good point. However, Mingus does take a 14-0 lead in here at halftime and has done so pretty much on the ground for the Marauders here. 13 passing yards is all they've got, but starting it off, a 2-yard run by Herb Tiffany. It's going to be a senior show here. We're going to tell you all about it, but Herb Tiffany dives in from 2 yards out in the first quarter with 7:58 left to go, and Tiffany will take the pitch to the far side and then just beat the man to the inside, cutting it back and finds pay dirt. Mingus was up with the Myers extra point. It was 7-0. And that is, well, not how the first quarter would end. Mingus would get all 14 points in the first quarter. 5:22 left to go. And a 40-yard breakaway by Thagard to the outside. And he gets around the corner, breaks one tackle right there, breaks another tackle, and then finds the sideline. Gets a great block downfield by Machado on a big defensive lineman trying to pursue it. 40-yard touchdown out there by Thagard. The Meyer extra point was good, and that's been the whole scoring. It's been
then
first
you get to
action.
jump on the offensive lineman.
Exactly. And what's good about them is they catch you.
Yeah, right. They're strong enough to do that, yeah.
Right. Tried that with the receiver. We both fell down. It was really bad.
Fans, here at the half, it is 14-0 Mingus. This is the halftime report brought to you by the Cottonwood Park and Recreation Center. We'd like to thank them for sponsoring Mingus Marauder football once again this year. And there's some big things happening for Cottonwood Parks and Recreation Center, JB, next week, Halloween. We're going to talk about that here in a few minutes. They still, I guess the basketball sign-ups are over now. Maybe today or yesterday was the final day to sign up for basketball. Or maybe not. I think it's the 24th, which is today.
Today.
Yeah, so today was the final day to sign for basketball. However, I imagine if you still have a young one you want to get signed up for basketball, they would still accept the registration as long as there's openings for in the league.
Well, we will certainly find out. And then as I understand it, with our part of our halftime show, we are looking for losers.
We're looking for losers.
Yes, we're
over on the other side of the field. Coconino's on that side. What are we looking for?
No. Cottonwood losers.
Oh, okay.
Weight losers. We're going to tell you all about it.
All right, fans. This is the halftime report brought to you by Cottonwood Parks and Recreation Center. We'll be back with more of the halftime report, and Trevor Faust coming to join us here to let you know about everything going on with Cottonwood Parks and Rec. 14-0 Mingus here at the half.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
You'll get more miles for your money at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. It starts with matching the right tire for you, your vehicle, and driving habits. And continues with expert brake, alignment, and warranty services to extend the life and performance of your vehicle. And to serve you better, we now offer King Cobra custom exhaust systems. Find out more about our nationwide warranty at reesestire.com.
It's the dawn of a new era in healthcare here in the Verde Valley. Spectrum Healthcare introduces whole person care for the mind, for the body, for all of you. With the opening of our new integrated care facility at 651 West Mingus Avenue in Cottonwood, Spectrum Healthcare now offers primary care, behavioral health, and pharmacy, all in one location. For primary medical care, for help with mental health and substance use disorders, for whole person health care, call Spectrum Healthcare, 634-2236.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. If you're on the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find their selection extensive and their sales team professional and courteous. You can also count on excellent after-sales service. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet on Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood.
Your local Cottonwood Taco Bell has what you're craving for just $1. Shredded chicken mini quesadillas, spicy potato soft taco, spicy tostada, just a part of the new Dollar Cravings menu at your Cottonwood Taco Bell. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell on Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, Jackie Bessler along with you. Trevor Faust joins us from Cottonwood Parks and Rec. And don't be afraid of that thing. Go ahead and get that mic right up. There you go. How you doing out there?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good.
Awesome.
Bring it up to you, man. How is basketball sign-up? So can you still sign up for basketball, or has that been shut off?
I believe today was the last day for registration.
Last day for registration? Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right.
Yep.
All right, so, and if somebody is watching right now or listening right now, is there any kind of late registration to get in, or has that been closed off altogether?
I'm sure that we will still take some late registrations. I'm not sure what the fees are. There may be a fee associated with it, but you can go down to the Cottonwood Recreation Center and ask the front desk, and they will definitely let you know.
Beautiful. Okay, so, but call ahead first, right?
Yeah, you can call them at 639-3200.
Perfect. Love it. So tell me a little bit about the fact that we're coming up on a different concept and a whole different category, a whole different competition, and you're looking for losers. Right?
Yeah. We want losers for sure, but essentially we want to create winners. That's what we're.
Wait, now you got me confused.
Yeah.
Wait, you can win by losing? What is
That's
this?
right. Yep, you can.
You can win by, so this has nothing to do with football.
Nothing.
Okay, all right. So tell me, what does it have to do with? How do you win by losing?
So the Looking Good Cottonwood competition is a weight loss competition, and so in essence, if you lose, you're going to win. And whoever loses with the greatest percentage of weight loss will be the winner of either the male or female category or the group category.
You have a group category?
We do.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Now, how does that work? How many people can be in your group, or does it matter?
So it does. You need a group of 5 to qualify.
Can you have more? Or does it have to be 5?
It has to be 5.
It has to be 5.
Has to be 5.
Only five people on the field at one time. Okay, I got that.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, I'm with you.
Yeah. And so it's a $5 additional fee on to registration fee, which is either $15 if you're a member or $30 if you're a non-member.
Okay, and the goal is to lose weight, and it's the biggest percentage of weight lost, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Percentage of weight from your starting weight?
Yes, okay. Exactly, from your starting weight.
Okay. All right, excellent. No, that's wonderful. Now, how long do you have to lose this, and how do you lose this?
So you have 12 weeks to lose, and actually this year we're doing something a little different. I'm designing a comprehensive weight loss program, so it's going to have weightlifting.
Let's work on weightlifting right here.
Weightlifting and all sorts of cool things. We're going to have 2 group exercise classes a week. It's going to be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they've got programs that they can work with. Can they go on their own programs, or does it?
Yeah, of course. Okay. You can. Yeah, of course. You can do your own thing. Essentially, the program is just a recommendation, just like with any program. You can do your own thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I can go on the straight Vinny's diet, right?
Yeah, of course.
I'm going, okay, I can go straight on the Vinny's diet
Yeah,
and see how that
definitely.
works. Okay, so what can you win with this?
You can win first place category wins for both male and female wins $1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah, and we even have runner-up prizes for second and third place. Second is $500, and third place is $250.
So
then for the group exercise, for the group part, you actually have $1,000 for the prize. So that's split up between the five participants.
So you get paid for losing.
Yeah.
And you get cash.
That's right.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay, how do people get into this, and where do they go from here?
So registration starts December 1st over at the Cottonwood Recreation Center. If you're interested, you can always give us a call at 639-3200, or you can just stop on by. That's where I'll be there. So if you ever have questions, I'm there.
Okay, so it starts...
registration starts December 1st.
Okay.
The program itself starts January 7th.
Oh, thank goodness you get past the holidays.
Yeah. It's kind of like that New Year's resolution program that we do to kind of help promote health, wellness, and just general fitness.
I think that is absolutely fantastic. And in the past, we have definitely had people that have taken advantage of this and really changed their lives.
Yeah. Last year, the male category, we actually have he lost 60 pounds, a little over 60 pounds, and that was over 20% of his total body weight loss.
That is
just
fantastic.
amazing. The female category lost 34 pounds, which is about 20% of her total body weight loss as well. I mean, just phenomenal, life-changing experiences for sure.
Not only that, but now you know what it takes to get into the playoffs, right?
Yeah, exactly. You got to lose to win.
Absolutely. Well, awesome. Well, when we come back to Mingus Union High School, we're going to teach you how to win to win.
There we go.
You have gotten me all sorts of confused. Trevor Faust along with us from Cottonwood Parks and Rec during the Cottonwood Parks and Recreation Center halftime report here at Mingus Union High School. We'll get into individual stats after this.
Pond Palace offers a wide selection of jewelry, electronics, musical instruments, firearms, and much more. And if you need money for that unforeseen financial burden, Tanner, Natalie, or Rob can get you a loan using your valuable items and collectibles. Scrap gold, silver, jewelry, guns, and electronics are all accepted. Visit Pond Palace on Calvary Way at 89A in the Dome Building, open 6 days a week, and online at pondpalaceaz.com.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
This has been the Halftime Report, brought to you by the Cottonwood Recreation Center, enhancing health, fitness, sportsmanship, and relationships for all ages and abilities. Snag those snacks quick, because half number 2 is almost here. We'll meet you back on the air as exciting Mingus Marauder football will return right after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Back at Mingus High School here at halftime, brought to you by the Cottonwood Park and Recreation Center. The Marauders leading 14-0 at the break, and statistically speaking, the Marauders have done a good job here in the first half.
Well, certainly so. The Mingus Marauders defensively have held. Well, let's start with the offense. Let's start with that. Okay, let's go back to the offense.
They're putting points on the board.
We got two backs out there with 64 yards. Collins has done it on 6 carries. Clark has done it on 4 carries. Neither one of them has a touchdown. However, Thagard and Tiffany and other pair of seniors have the touchdowns for the Marauders here tonight. Mingus has got 260 yards rushing in the first half. Only 13 throwing the ball, 273 total. However, that is still 260 yards more than the visiting Coconino Panthers out here today.
How about it?
Cool is 0 for 9, has not been able to get a receiver to catch a ball out there. No touchdowns, no interceptions though, but no yards. And on the ground, let's see, it looks like Crank has got 6 carries, 13 yards, only 17 yards total rushing. All of them rushing yards for the Coconino offense. So I would say the Mingus Marauder defense has been stymieing at least.
This is a defensive stat pattern.
It is indeed. It is indeed. If we were doing hot dog races, we'd have one hot dog that just couldn't get out of his bun here.
All right, fans, well, we're ready to kick off the second half of action here as the Marauders are set to return to start the second half. Let's get ready for second half action. Let's take a final break here of our halftime. We'll be back with the Marauder kickoff return coming up after this.
Mingus football and Vinny's Pizza go together like cheese and pepperoni. Order from the sub or pasta menu, or take home a specialty hand-tossed Vinny's Pizza. Give in to the temptation of Vinny's famous garlic knots and wings. Dine in or delivery for Vinny's New York Chef Pizza. Easy to find in the Clemenceau building near 6th Street and the 89A bypass in Cottonwood.
Back at Mingus High School, ready for second half action. 14-0, the Marauders with the lead, and they will receive the ball to start the second half. The kicker, Ray Crank, has it teed up and ready to pop it away here from the 40-yard line. And, well, he shanked that one. It's taken at the 19-yard line by one of the up men, and he's tackled immediately at the 25. It was Taylor Thagard that time with the return, and he didn't get very far on the return, but the Marauders start with decent field position at about their own 25-yard line. Now, the Marauder offense scored touchdowns on their first 2 possessions, and then were not able to score again. You mentioned that one was an interception in the end zone where they were about to score. Another one was turned over on downs, and I think the Marauders feel like they should be up by a lot more than 14 right now.
I think so. Mingus has certainly had its opportunities. I mean, if you look at Coconino, they have had, without hesitation, they have had 8 in the box the whole time. So Mingus can definitely throw the ball if they want to get yardage quickly.
And do again now. Here's the snap, and the Marauders are going to hand off to the second man, throwing off to the right-hand side and off to the races. To the 40, 45, to the 50. Down to the other sideline, he goes to the 40. Caught at the 30. Spins away from the tackle. It's Tiffany still on his feet inside the 25. He won't be brought down until he hits the 23-yard line. What a huge run that time by little Herb Tiffany, the little engine that could all the way down to the 23-yard line, and a first down for the Marauders.
Well, he gets 52 yards on the carry, and that's going to put him at 81 yards on 4 carries in the game.
Put 8 in the box. We'll run outside. Run outside with Herb Tiffany, and he's fast.
He is.
He's so fast it smells like skunk. Must have been something burning down there on the field. First down and 10. And Upham takes a snap, looking left, up and flushed out of the pocket. And now a pump fake and tuck and run to the 20. Upham cuts it upfield, down the left sideline, lowers the shoulder, runs over a linebacker, dives in the end zone, touchdown Mingus. Wow, Jordan Upham took it right to the defense at about the 3-yard line. Little number 8 getting up with his buddy shaking his head saying, "You all right, little brother?" And he's not, because Upham ran him over, and for a touchdown. Derek de Herrera is the defensive back that time that thought he was going to tackle up him at the 3-yard line, and next thing he knew, 44 is picking him up off the ground. He's still seeing SARS.
Well, Levi Jeffs was actually on the pursuit. Galloway came back and did a block on him.
Here's the extra point by Meyer, up and good. Well, the Marauders had touchdowns on their first 2 possessions, and then it went a little stale. This time they run 2 plays, take the ball 75 yards and a touchdown. 21-0 Mingus. Will be back with the kickoff after this.
Taylor Waste has been voted the #1 residential garbage service 11 years in a row in Cottonwood and 7 years in a row in Sedona.
Why? Because Taylor Waste always offers dependable and efficient garbage service and clean, eco-friendly curbside recycling and positive customer service.
Taylor Waste offers a separate recycling container, and our recycling program is clean rather than commingled with garbage.
To start service, call your locally owned Taylor Waste, dedicated to providing service tailored to your needs.
Well, JB, we've hit the big time now. 21-0 Mingus, and our ball guy has got a little ball bag to carry his balls around in like they do in the NFL.
Cool. We found budget.
Yeah. Our ball bag's got a bag to keep his balls in. That's good. Ball goes left-hand side on the kickoff. The return out to the 26-yard line, and he's down. Those are cool. It's like a little vest thing, that, a little sack in the front. And both teams have their own ball to play with, so you have to switch it in and out depending on which team has the ball. They have the Mingus ball and the Coconino ball, and now you got that little basket-looking vest thing. That's kind of cool. Should have a big M on it, though.
It should, shouldn't it?
Uh-huh.
Got to get a logoed one.
Well, Coach Young's down there by him right now, and I imagine he's suggesting the same thing.
You think that's what he's talking about?
Yeah, you got to get out of the way, man.
No, I think he was talking to Neil about his defense, probably.
Oh, well, the defense has been very good.
Yes.
And here it comes again. 1st and 10, Panthers from their own 26-yard line. Out of a power I formation. Rolling right, throwing right. He's got a man. He caught it this time. First completion of the game, and it's going to be short of a first down, but a gain of about 8 or 9 yards. It looks like they're going to spot him about the 36-yard line, which would be a gain of 9 and a 2nd down and 1. So that's the first completion. That time, quarterback Cool got it to Crank, and he got 9 yards before being dropped to the ground.
Well, this time he turned the right way coming out of the backfield, and that makes all the difference in the world.
No doubt. Well, can they pick up a first down with their own offense? Here's the snap, and a handoff in the backfield, and looking to go to the left side, and they didn't get the first down on that carry. It's 3rd down and 1. Back to the line of scrimmage for old 44 Weston Smith, and that's all he gets. So Coconino, Jackie, has still not picked up a first down in this game with their offense. They had a couple by Marauder penalties, but their offense has not picked up a first down, and we're almost 2 minutes into the second half, and they're down 21-0.
I remember second quarter when you were talking about when we hadn't seen a flag yet, and look what happened.
Oh, geez, here we go again. Well, let's not let him get one, and they won't come in bunches. Handoff up the middle, and he's hit at the line. It's going to be close. Oh, man, it's going to be close. We're talking about giving up a first down here. We don't want him to have a first down. Come on. And they're going to give it to him. I think they need to measure it. Well, the Panthers have picked up their first down with their offense, their 3rd first down total in the game. The Marauders gave them a couple of them earlier in the game on the same drive, actually, on personal fouls. And the Panthers have now been able to muster one of their own.
Chewing up clock.
Yeah. Down 21. They're eating it up now. From an I formation, quarterback rolls right, throws another screen pass, and it was almost intercepted, but it was Smith that comes up with it, and he was just able to pull it out of the hands of one of the Marauder defenders. Looks like it was Levi Collins that time that had his hands on it, but it got through him and was caught by Smith on a deflected pass. So nice play by Smith nonetheless to be able to come up with the grab.
He was lucky to get that. Collins had eye shot of that pick 6, man.
No doubt.
No.
2nd down and 9 now. A gain of 1 after all that.
Cool is 2 for 2 in the second half.
2 on the left, 2 on the right, 1 back behind them. Marauder showing pressure, and now we've got a flag, and it looks like we're going to have offsides on Mingus. It will be a 5-yard penalty on the Marauders, and 2nd and 9 just went to 2nd and 4, and the ball is getting closer to midfield. They'll spot it at the Marauder 44-yard line. They need to get out to the 48. Fans, last score we had from Major League Baseball has the Kansas City Kansas City Royals.
Whoops.
Well, the Royals haven't been there in 30 years. Sometimes you forget about them. Leading San Francisco 3-1. No, it's 3-2 now as we take a look for an update. In the 8th inning, 3-2, Kansas City with the lead. Here's a pass over the middle and nearly intercepted, and it's Nash again. Nash has had a pretty good night. We've called his name numerous times, and he's been around the ball quite often. Speaking of Nash, Steve Nash announced yesterday that he is out for the season, JB. He's not going to play for the Lakers. He's got a back injury that is going to keep him out for the season. You know, there's something to be said about the Phoenix Suns training staff. They take all these mid-30-year-old guys that have had ailments and problems, and they have them play 82 games a year for the Suns. Then they leave and go somewhere else. It's like they can't play again. Here comes a screen pass, and it is going to be incomplete. Trevor, now we got flags flying. Trevor Galloway there defensively, and he got up and just got jacked from behind. Actually, it may not have even been from behind by one of the Coconino Panthers. And that's going to cost him 15 yards. That time, 51. That's the defensive captain, Cesar Andrande. And that was just a blatant personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, unnecessary roughness. Give him to him. Give him unsportsmanlike and unnecessary roughness, and make him clean up the field when we're done.
You know what I'd like to see, though, is Romero. Romero was the one that got right in his face after the push.
I'll tell you, that's not a small kid either.
No?
I bet you get him fired up, and you might be in for a long night. Better bring your lunchbox.
Yeah, he's 6 foot, 175 pounds, and a sophomore, yes, indeed.
Whoa. Oh.
He got the second push out there.
The referee just called a penalty flag on Mingus.
Well, he got the second push. First push was right in front of him, though.
Well, yeah, if they don't have the first push, then there's something wrong with these guys. There's one guy out there without a hat on. That means that he's really getting into it and throwing 2 penalty flags. He threw his flag, and then after he threw his flag, he wanted to throw another one. He didn't have another flag, so he threw his hat.
Right. Well, it might be offsetting. We'll have to see what they come up with.
If you see a third one, do you take off a shoe?
Well, you can't throw the whistle. Somebody could actually step on that, you know?
Oh, he brought him his hat back. No kissing up. Personal foul on Coconino.
That was just being nice. He was being a gentleman.
Yeah.
No, that was good. That was good.
Personal foul on Coconino. Offsetting. Personal foul on Mingus. Replay the down.
Well, Galloway had absolutely no intention of going over the back of the receiver. He literally just had the better position on the ball and went up for it. It just happened to run over the receiver in the process. That wasn't an intentional play, but obviously Coconino Panther captain took offense to it.
Yeah, I think Coach Young's right here. Why do you replay the down? That was all after the down. The play counts.
Yep.
And it should be 4th down. Coach Young's standing there with his fist up in the air, and he's right. It should be 4th down. And they're going to change the down marker, I believe, and make it 4th down. It is 4th down and about 4. So Coach Young heads up over on the sideline, a veteran of many a Friday night football games, and he knew it was 4th down. Here's a snap, and the punt is up high, and the Marauders are going to get away from it. It's going to take another great bounce by Coconino. This one's going to end up inside the 10, down around the 7-yard line. And Jackie, we mentioned CMS finishing an undefeated season. The Lobos football team finishing an undefeated season on Saturday against Push Ridge. And I like to also point out the head coach, Bob Young, was in attendance. He showed up there to watch that game. Everybody knew that was a big game. We've been talking about it on the radio during the Mingus games. Coach Young knew that was a big game. He came down to watch that game as well, and I think he left pleasantly surprised, maybe not surprised, but happy to see that the group that he has coming up was able to have the fortitude to be able to come back from being down for the first time all year and come up with a big win.
Well, that was just the beginning of playoffs for youth football. There's plenty of playoff action still coming up. Yeah, tomorrow, Saturday, which would be the 25th.
Right. If you're listening live right now, it's tomorrow.
Yep, Cottonwood Marauders.
This week, then it was Saturday.
There you go. In the Mighty Mite division, the Cottonwood Marauders will be on the road, but the Lobos will be at home.
Yeah,
hosting a game
at 10 o'clock, and then the Bears play at 12 o'clock. The Marauders are going to run on first down. And it looks to be Machado. It is Machado. He's out across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of 4 on first, which brings up 2nd down and 6. So, yeah, home games. Lobos play at home tomorrow at 10 o'clock against Wickenburg, a team they just played last week down in Wickenburg. And then another home game is going to be the Cottonwood Bears at 12 o'clock tomorrow at CMS. And they will be taking on the Baghdad Razorbacks.
Man, that's a long drive.
2nd down and 6. And the Marauders are looking to run again to the right side. Caught in the backfield and able to fight back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 3rd down and 6 for Mingus. Some other local teams in action. The Cottonwood Marauders have a trip for their first round game as they'll travel all the way over to Camp Verde to take on the Camp Verde Coyotes. That's at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. The Cottonwood Marauders, Camp Verde Coyotes. And then in the minors division, the Cottonwood Colts will be on the road as well. They're heading down to Wickenburg to take on the Wranglers. So that's good. 4 teams there made the playoffs, JB. All 4 teams made the playoffs.
All 4 teams in the, definitely in the playoff bracket.
Mingus on 3rd down and 6. Run right, and it's going to be really close to a first down. Out to about the 17 or 18-yard line. They need to get to about the 18 for a first down. It's going to depend on the spot here. And the official is going to pick it up and put it down, and they're waving the sticks down the field. First down, Mingus. Orlando Machado needed 6. He got 6 and a couple inches, and the Marauders have a first down.
Well, after those 2 games, there'll be 2 more games. Wickenburg will play Page in Cottonwood, both playing at a neutral site field, and then the Cottonwood Panthers will take on the second Page team. That'll be the final game of the night, starting at about 4 o'clock, and that'll be at CMS coming up tomorrow, Saturday.
And the Marauders snap the ball and fumble it. It's loose on the ground. There's a scrum at the 12, or about the 16 rather, and the Panthers come up with a ball. Well, the Marauders never had it that time. It looked like up and backed out from under center and never quite had a grip on the ball. Hit the turf. The Marauders have turned it over for the 2nd time tonight. Once they turn it over, an interception in the end zone. This one, they fumble and give it up in their red zone at the 17-yard line.
Whoops. Haven't seen the exchange problems turn into lost fumbles in a couple of games either.
Oh, we don't want to see that coming back. Now's a chance for the defense. They'll be tested. 2 left, 2 right. Quarterback rolls right, throws right, and it's almost intercepted by Mingus. I'll tell you what, I don't think anybody can catch the ball, and this kid throws it. That time it was Nathan Petty that had a chance at it and hit him in the arms and fell incomplete. He must just throw the ball funny or something.
Man, maybe it does come out of his hand weird, because he definitely had the perfect angle. I hate that.
And a lot of room to run.
Oh, yeah, I hate that. I hate that. Where your mind races ahead.
It's already in the end zone celebrating?
Yeah, not only that, but you've already halfway through your collegiate career.
Yeah. 2nd down and 10 from the 17-yard line. Cool takes a snap, rolls right again, looking to throw, pulls up, throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. Just out ahead of his intended receiver that time. Jacob Hughes at about the 3-yard line. The coverage was tight on the defense. The only place that he could throw it was in front of Hughes, and he threw it just a little too far in front.
Well, the defense was actually behind him, which was good because you don't want to let that guy wander behind you and get the ball thrown over you. Keep him in front of you is the idea.
Well, the Marauder defense has been challenged, giving them the offense the ball here at the 17-yard line. 2 plays later, here they are at the 17-yard line. 3rd down and 10 from the gun. Cool, looking left all the way. Now he's going to look to tuck and run. Looking right, throwing right, and it's Jeez Louise. In and out of the hands of Tiffany. And again, nobody can catch the ball. And now there's a penalty flag that just came in after the play by the linesman on the Marauder side of the field. He asks for a ball from our guy that's got the ball bag strapped around him, and they'll set the ball, but we're going to have to see what the penalty is here. It's a personal foul or something, personal foul against Coco.
Ooh,
that went on their quarterback, number 12, Jesse Cool, and that'll back him up. And, well, it was after the play is the thing, so the Marauders will take the penalty because the down's going to count. It will be 4th down, but now instead of 4th and 10, it's going to be 4th and 25.
Well, they have one field goal that we know of on the year, 1 for 1, and it was from 24 yards.
Yeah, that's further than where they're at right now.
Right.
And now when they back it up 20 or 15 yards, it's going to be even further. And it will be 4th down because it was after the play.
So that's going to definitely take them out of field goal attempt range.
Mm-hmm. Ball's at the 32. You're looking at about a 49-yarder from here.
No problem.
Well, might be a little bit of a problem. Not if we were up at flag at the high altitude.
I kicked a 35 once.
Oh, boy. The high altitude?
No, with one of the small balls.
You have a shoe on?
Yes.
4th down.
2 of them.
Oh, here comes some flags. And it's a false start. 4th down and 25. Now it becomes 4th down and 30. And the Marauders are getting close to having the ball back around midfield. As a matter of fact, they've got it now where they had got a chance that they could punt. Get it? They went from 4th and 25, you go for it, but 4th and 30 you might punt, because now you can probably punt it and keep it in the field of play and not in the end zone.
Or not.
No, why? Why would you do something fun? Okay, 4th down and 30. Here's the snap. And Cool looking to throw to the right side, and the Marauders just let it go. Why intercept it there? You might get tackled and lose about 20 yards. So the 4th down is incomplete, and the ball's turned over on downs. 1st and 10 to Mingus at their own 37-yard line. 5:58 left to go, 3rd quarter, 21-0. The Marauders on top here at home. The final home game of the regular season for the Mingus Marauders. It is Senior Appreciation Night, and so far we've appreciated the effort that every one of these guys have put out here tonight.
Certainly so. And Mingus with the lead, of course, and it's going to be a huge game with Prescott coming up next week. We'll see if we can get a score from the Bradshaw game.
Do some Badger bashing next week or something.
Man, I'll tell you, the Badgers' schedule has not earned them a lot of opponents' points.
No. Here's the snap, and the Marauders are going to run on 1st down to the right-hand side. It's Tiffany breaking tackles at Tiffany out near the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8 on the play, and 2nd down and 2 now for the Marauders. Herb Tiffany's had a couple of really nice runs here in this ball game, Jackie. As a matter of fact, every Marauder running back at one point or another has had an exceptional run here tonight.
Yeah, Jordan Upham has a touchdown from 23 yards out. Thagard has a touchdown from 40 yards out. Tiffany has a touchdown, but runs of 22 and 52. Collins is 31 and 18.
Yeah, everybody's got a big run, a good run here tonight. That's nice to see. Everybody's getting in the action. It's time to get Galloway going. 2nd down. Oh, he's only a sophomore. He doesn't get to get going for another 2 years. Here's a snap, and the ball goes to the left-hand side, and it's going to be a 1st down. It looked like quarterback Upham kept it himself, just looking to get a first. Needed 2, got 3. 1st down and 10. Mingus as they get near midfield. Ball will be spotted at the Marauder 48-yard line. 5:07 left 3rd quarter. 1st down and 10. Mingus 21-0. The Marauders with the lead here at home.
355 rushing yards for the Marauders. Don't forget the Mingus Marauders put 519 yards of offense on this Coconino squad last year.
They do it again this year. Here comes a 52-yard touchdown. Watch. 2nd. No, it is 3rd. How's it 3rd?
Oh.
Here's a snap, and Upham's going to throw over the middle, and man, there was nobody home on that. How's it 3rd down? It can't be 3rd down. Is it 3rd down?
Smith actually hit him while he was trying to throw the ball.
It looked like he was being dragged down as he tried to throw the ball away. And now they're getting the down marker right, and that was 1st down. It's 2nd down now.
No, that was just pre-2nd down.
Hey, that was pre-2nd.
Right.
And now it is 2nd and 10.
It's kind of like preschool, but different, right?
A little different. More fun on pre-2nd. Although, finger painting. What was that? Billy Mattis, or the kindergarten teacher, preschool teacher, was eating the glue. For 2nd down and 10, the Marauders are going to try to run with Upham, and there's nowhere to go. Upham faked the handoff and then tried to run right behind his lead blocker that time. That got blown up, and the ball is, well, they're going to give him a yard. 3rd down and 9.
Well, Bradshaw leading handily 28-7. Third quarter action over Mojave. Love to see if we get a score from the Prescott Deer Valley game. That's going to be a big one. Deer Valley, of course, number 8 in Division 2, going up to take on the Prescott Badgers.
Third down and 9 play. The Marauders going to run the option. Pitch going to the right-hand side to Clark. Clark trying to follow a block, and he's going to be real close to the sticks. Tiffany sealed off that corner for him, but it looks like he's going to be out of bounds just shy of a first down, which will be fourth down and less than a yard here for the Marauders. Well, it looks like about a yard from where they're going to mark the ball, which is at the 43-yard line. Fans, an update from San Francisco in the World Series, and it's a final. The Kansas City Royals have taken a 2-1 lead in the World Series with a final score of 3-2 tonight up in Candlestick. Is it still Candlestick? It's not even Candlestick anymore.
No, it's not. However, just based on tradition, it'll always be Candlestick.
Fourth down and anything in San Francisco will be. And one, the Marauders going to run a pitch to the left-hand side, and there's a huge hole to run through, and a big block by Tiffany down the sideline. Clark cuts back at the 10 to the end zone. Touchdown! Herb Tiffany with a big block. Kristen Clark with a cutback and the run to the end zone. Then the Marauders score again. This one comes from 42 yards out. And the Mingus Marauders have added to the lead. It is now 27-0 with 3:41 left to go here in the third quarter of play.
Great cutback, good blocking, and Upham waited till the last possible 10th of a second to release that pitch.
And once he got it, there's the whole left-hand side of the field was wide open except for one cornerback, and Tiffany took him out. Trey Meyer in to attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and it looks like it's right down the middle, and good. 28-0, the Marauders lead. 3:41 left to go here in the third quarter play, and there's a flag. A flag just came in. Everybody's running off the field, and a flag came in.
Really?
Yeah, they're looking over at Coconino.
Uh-oh.
And you know, this is how these things go, Jackie. When you're not a very good team, and you're getting hammered, and you're on the road against a team that hammers you continuously year after year, sometimes you get a little chippy.
Oh, frustrated.
Yes. And it is a personal foul, unsportsmanlike against Coconino, and coach is out on the field talking to the referee. He walks right by him. So he starts talking to the other referee, and now they're having a little jawing back and forth there, and looks like we're going to get ready to play football, but the Marauders will not be kicking off from their 40-yard line. Instead, they'll be kicking off from the 45-yard line of the Coconino Panthers, and most likely, Meyer will just boot this one right into the end zone.
Although I'll tell you, with a lot of coaches, when you tack on that 15 yards to the kickoff, all of a sudden the onside looks really tempting.
All right. However, being up 28-0, and
so then you would definitely go left.
Their offense is showing you that if you kick an onside kick, you might get it at like their 35, but if you kick it to them, you could probably get it around their 10.
Well, maybe so. I think you're right. I think Myers is looking for the touchback here. The question is can he put it through the uprights?
Yes, he can, and I want to see him do it. There it is. Boom. Oh, it's high, it's deep, and did it make it? I heard it groans from the crowd, so I guess it missed.
It was far right.
No. Right. Hey, he might get to do it again. I thought I heard a whistle.
I think we got people listening to the radio down here. Those were the ones groaning.
Yeah, they're groaning, yeah.
Oh!
All right, fans. Well, it looks like they're going to set it at the 20-yard line. First down and 10, Panthers from their own 20-yard line. 3:41 left, third quarter. It's 28-0. The Marauders at the lead. I'll tell you what, Coconino has played Mingus a lot tougher than the last couple of opponents. Mingus has just been running up and down the field on everybody. However, the Marauders do have an interception in the end zone. They do have another turnover that they turned it over deep in their own end. So there have been a couple of bugaboos here tonight for the Marauders. And ordinarily a team losing the turnover battle by more than one is not the team up by 4 touchdowns.
No, certainly not. But it is the case here tonight.
Oh, is that a new kid in at quarterback?
Could be number 4.
Oh, I thought it was 11, but it's probably 12. Let's see. Yeah, it was 12. It's the same guy. Okay, so Cool is still in at quarterback. And now we've got an injury on the field, and it is a Panther. Flat on his back. It's one of the big guys on the line. Everybody takes a knee. 3:25 left, third quarter, 28-0. Mingus with the lead. Fans, we'll be in Prescott for Halloween, and unless you've got a little ghost and goblin that needs you to parade him around Clarkdale, we expect you to be too. Let's take a quick break right here while they take their injury timeout. We'll be back to Mingus High School after this.
Your local Cottonwood Taco Bell has what you're craving for just $1. Shredded chicken mini quesadillas, spicy potato soft taco, spicy tostada, just a part of the new $1 cravings menu at your Cottonwood Taco Bell. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell on Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Back at Mingus High School, the Marauders ahead 28-0 with 3:25 left to go in the third quarter of play. This is Senior Appreciation Night at Mingus, the final home game of the year. The injured Coconino Panther is helped off the field. It looked like he's holding his left leg up in the air, JB, and we'll hope that Tanner Lindley is going to be okay. Second down and 7 play now for the Panthers, going from left to right across your radio dial. Handoff going left-hand side, and not much room to run.
Picks up a couple, though.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark him at the 25, which will be a gain of 2.
I want to remind everybody, as the weather gets colder, put in your phone call to Gettles to have your some of your AC systems shut down, checked out, make sure that everything's going to run when we get warm again, and get your heat going.
And I heard that if you go to Gettles, I think you have to text something. You have to find out to Gettles, and you could be 620 to Gettles, and you could be registered to win free tickets to any Arizona sports team season tickets.
Wow.
Yeah. How about that?
Does that include the Super Bowl?
Ooh, wouldn't that be nice? It could be the home team in it. That'll be for next year. It could be the home team in it next year, too.
Yes.
Yeah, our home team.
Right.
Hey, how about the Cardinals? They have been playing exceptional football, except for that game up in Denver, which they still were right in that game. I mean, nobody plays Denver very well, and the Cardinals were right in that game. The Cardinals have been pounding people, and this week they've got the #1 team from the NFC East in town, the Philadelphia Eagles, and that is going to be a great football game down there in Cardinal Stadium.
And not only that, but the Cardinals have been doing it with a half-empty tank of defense. You know, they got so many defensive injuries going right now.
Maybe not even half.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a punt. Kalis Campbell's been out since that Denver game. And the punt is going to go out of bounds at the 32-yard line. First down and 10, Mingus right there. And here comes a flag. And it's going to be another fisticuffs type of thing going on here. And they're looking at the Panthers once again, I believe. Got personal foul, Coconino. So somebody's got to go over there and say something to their coach, because eventually these cheap shots are going to hurt a Marauder, and that's not the way you play the game.
No, that gets ugly. I hate to see any particular players and or teams that do that. Right now, Coconino with 55 penalty yards and 32 offensive yards.
Wow.
So they're
32
frustrated.
Total offensive yards, and we had 2:24 left to go in the third quarter of play. Wow. You might think that they might want to trade out their quarterback. Just see what happens. Maybe he can catch the ball. Right?
Yeah, well, that would be interesting to see.
15 yard, and how many 15-yard? We didn't have a penalty in the opening quarter, and then we've had like 10, 15-yard penalties since.
I know, not until you opened your mouth.
I know. Well, story of my life, JB. First down at 10 from the 47. Here's a snap, and looking to throw up him. It's going to be caught from behind and fumble. Ball's loose. It's still loose, and it's still loose, and the Marauders have it. Back at the 35. Now, the Panthers had it 2 or 3 times and couldn't come up with it. Couldn't secure it at least. And finally, it bounces away to the Marauders at the 35. It's going to be a huge loss of 12 yards on the play. But more importantly for Mingus is they have the ball.
Looks like Stefano Delu picks it up. Gets the fumble. The touchdown saving fumble recovery. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, you had the ball. That's the good part. It is, however, 2nd down and 22. That's the bad part. Whoops. 95 seconds left to go. 3rd quarter of play. The Marauders on top, 28-0 over the visiting Coconino Panthers from Flagstaff. Upham set under center, takes a snap, and a hand off. Going to left-hand side, there's a hole for Machado. Machado to midfield, stays on his feet, and down the sideline he goes. It's a foot race, and Machado's going to win. Touchdown, Mingus! Orlando Machado takes it 53 yards for a touchdown. And the Marauder, no, he took it further than that. He took it 65 yards or so for a touchdown, streaking down the left side, and there's litter all over the field once again.
Well, that gives him 128 yards.
1:08 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. We've got
personal foul against Mingus.
Like against Mingus. I believe it's going to be after the touchdown. And the extra point is going to be like a field goal attempt.
I'm not afraid of that.
No.
Well, they haven't put the points up on the scoreboard yet.
They're about to. And we've got dead ball, personal foul, Mingus, and they'll back him up 15 yards. On the extra point, I'm not sure they'll do it on the extra point. I think they're going to do it on the kickoff. It doesn't hurt you too much to do it on the extra point. However, 15 yards does make it quite a long extra point.
Yeah, it does. Well, there's the points.
Yep, points are on the board now. Here's a snap, good hole. Kick is up, and no good, wide right. Should have backed him up 15. 1:08 left to go in the 3rd quarter, 34-0. The Marauders with the lead. We'll be back with the Mingus kickoff after this.
You'll get more miles for your money at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. It starts with matching the right tire for you, your vehicle, and driving habits. And continues with expert brake, alignment, and warranty services to extend the life and performance of your vehicle. And to serve you better, we now offer King Cobra custom exhaust systems. Find out more about our nationwide warranty at reesestire.com.
Left to go here in the 3rd quarter, and well, the Marauders kicked off from the 45-yard line of the Panthers last time they scored a touchdown. They'll be kicking off from their own 25-yard line this time, JB.
Well, let's see if Myers can put it through the uprights.
Yeah, he couldn't on the extra point, so lower trajectory this time.
Right, exactly. And you can't bounce it. Yeah, you could bounce it. One good bounce, right?
Yeah. What difference does it make? Instead, he kicks a line drive, and that's bouncing and taking at the 21-yard line. Coming down the middle of the field, now cutting it right up the middle, and he's got room to run, and he may be able to break it, and it looks like he's going to. Down the sideline is Fabian Lucero. Lucero's going to break up the shutout with a touchdown return on the kickoff of 79 yards, and there goes the Marauder shutout, 34-6. Mingus with the lead. Well, the defense didn't do it, that's for sure. And I bet defensive coordinator Neil Dixon's going over there going, hey, that one's on the special teams. That one's not on me. Who coaches special teams?
I don't think Bob will respond.
No, I think Bob's going to say, well, now in fantasy, they say defense, special teams are the same thing.
Well, it depends on what book you're reading from.
Well, now they're going to try to kick an extra point.
Each $1.
There's a snap, and the kick is blocked. The Marauders block it. Herb Tiffany gets in with a block of the extra point attempt, and the lead stays 34-6. Mingus over Coconino with 54 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back with the Marauder kickoff return after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Back at Mingus High School, the Marauders lead 34-6 after a kickoff return for a touchdown by the Coconino Panthers. Breaks up the Marauders shutout. The Marauders will get the ball back with their offense. Awaiting the kick is going to be Tristan Clark standing at his 5-yard line. Kickoff man Ray Crank ready to tee it up for the second time tonight. He kicked off to start the second half and now kicking away again. This one will be returned by Clark from the 9. Clark down the middle of the field, takes it to the right. Clark is hit around the 26, breaks free, and is now tackled at the 28-yard line. First down and 10, Mingus at their own 28-yard line here on Senior Appreciation Night. And the Marauders, Jackie, looking to get above 500 for the first time this year, starting the season 0-3. And if they're able to hold on for victory tonight, would now sit at 5-4.
And would move to 4-1 in the section.
With a huge game next week over the mountain in Prescott.
Yep, we're going to need the Mingus Marauder Red to follow us over. That'll be a good game. That'll be an awesome game.
Yeah, go up over the mountain and through a drone. Bring some ghosts with you. Halloween. Go over there and spook the Badgers. That's what we're going to need to do. We got them here last year, knocked them out of the playoffs.
Yep, underestimated.
Return the favor.
Yeah. The Mingus Marauders were underestimated by the Prescott Badgers last year. I do not feel like they're going to make that mistake again.
First down and Mingus might not give him a choice. First down and 10. Mingus hands off, going right side, flying through the line. That's got to be Levi Collins with legs moving like that. And Collins picks up about 10 on first down, and they're going to give him 10. They're going to give him 11 out to the 40-yard line and a first down. And Levi Collins, he looked like, was it Fred Flintstone or something? Remember, he got his legs going real fast before he hit the ground. Then, whoa, hit the ground and just took off.
I do. Pedal
twinkle toes, what they called him. Yeah.
No, the twinkle toes was when he was bowling.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, his legs were going 100 miles an hour, and all of a sudden he hit the ground. Woo! Hey, you got a couple of your Panthers rolling through here, JB.
Ah, yes. Playing once again at 4 o'clock against Page. And after that, we got to be on the road at, well, not that Saturday. The following Saturday, we'll be on the road for our playoffs. The Majors playoffs start a week later, and we'll play at Wickenburg in the first round. Almost had them last time.
Yeah, it's not like you don't know those guys.
Oh, my gosh, this will be our 4th meeting.
Play a team 4 times in a year. First down and 10. Handoff going to the left side, and a couple of yards, not much there, across the 40-yard line, about the 42 or so. And it's Levi Collins with the carry for the Marauders. Clock running. That's the end of the third quarter. 34-6. Mingus with the lead as we head to the 4:48. Mingus still only 2 touchdowns and a couple of 2-point conversions away from 50. That's what they're looking for. We'll be back after this.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC.
Find Digitel, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, in Prescott Valley at the Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Second down and 8 for the Mingus Marauders from their own 42-yard line. Collins is the back in the backfield. 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Up half, set under center. Here's the snap and the handoff. Jumping over the line again is Collins. He's got a first down. Collins on the loose. Stiff arms a full at the 40 and still on the loose end. Fumbles the ball. It's going to be recovered back around the 22-yard line. And I believe the Coconino Panthers have it, and they do. Another turnover for the Mingus Marauders. That's the 4th of the night? 3rd of the night. The other one they got back on. Right, okay, so that's the 3rd of the night for Mingus. They lead 34-6. They lead by 28 points, and they are a -3 in the turnover category tonight.
Well, with that run, Levi went over 100 yards and then coughed it up.
Do we add on the 10 yards on the roll from the fumble?
No, actually, I didn't. Actually cut his run off where he dropped it.
I was going to say, if he comes up at like 99 or something, we're going to have to look back to that play.
Right.
First down and 10 Panthers, who have still not done anything with their offense. Here's a snap, and they're going to hand off. Going to the right side, and a good run on first down. Out to around the 30-yard line, maybe even across to about the 31. It's 8 yards on first down. And we haven't called his name much here in the second half. Weston Smith with the carry.
And off to number 44, Weston.
He had a good run. Just underway in the fourth quarter, 30 seconds into it, 11:25 officially on the clock as the Panthers head back to the line of scrimmage. Mingus leading 34-6.
That 8 yards is their best run in the game.
And here's a slant coming off the left side, and the pass is complete to Jacob Hughes. And that's a first down out to the 42-yard line.
10 yards on that one.
Wow.
Best pass play of the game for the Coconino Panthers.
Fans, we always like to see our former Marauders come back and watch the games here and cheer their old teams on. And Jackie, we got a good one sitting right in front of us here. Remember Tim Austell?
I do.
A few years back, and that young man was a return specialist, a wide receiver, scored a lot of touchdowns, and one of the better safeties and defensive players that the Marauders have seen. And he's here tonight cheering on his alma mater, the Mingus Marauders, on senior night. It's nice to see these guys come back and cheer their old school on. There's been a lot of them all year long. Remember a few games ago we saw C.J. Taylor walking by with a little granddaughter for his mom and dad there, and C.J.'s got a little girl now. Speaking of Taylors, we talked about his brother earlier, Chaz Taylor, spectacular player.
Can't wait until some of these returning Marauders start helping to coach the younger ranks.
Yeah, it seems like there should already be some. Well, we know some of the guys that you've coached with were former Marauders. Coach Andy Wright is a former Marauder, and he's coaching the youth football. Tracy Bowers, a former Marauder, he's coaching youth football. Is it Corby Rice that's down there? Oh, there's another slant. Same play, and it worked just as well. That one's good for about 15 more yards, again, to Jacob Hughes. Corby Rice, another one, former Marauder that's coaching in the youth ranks down there. So it's nice to see some of these guys are coming back and helping out. I know even on the real little guys, coaching with Tracy Bowers, Jack Stapleton. Remember, one of the all-time great linebackers here at Mingus is down there coaching. So it is nice to see those guys giving back.
Absolutely. Well, not only that, but giving knowledge.
Right. Look at throw the ball in. It's tipped away that time. Yeah, you got a couple of passes off for completions, and that time Mingus Marauders, it looks like, who is this? Is that Romero? That came in and knocked that one away. Good defense. It's hard to read the Marauders' numbers, and when they turn to the side, it's almost impossible.
Well, yeah, because their numbers are
Tiffany.
Front and the back.
Well, I know, but a lot of times, like, I could see that guy number 68 when he's kind of turned sideways for Coconino. It's hard to read the Marauders' numbers. We're just supposed to know who they are. It's like the Yankees didn't print their names on their uniforms. You're supposed to know who they are. What do you mean you want Ruth on his uniform?
Number 44. Weston Smith.
First down run goes left side and about 2 yards to the Marauder 38-yard line. 9:35 left to go in the ball game. Collins with the tackle for the Marauders. And the Panthers break their huddle and head back to the line. It's third down now, 3rd down and 8. From the 38-yard line. Quarterback looking to take the snap from the gun. One back behind him for protection. He's got trips on the right. Throws right. He's got a man and it hit him in the hands and he dropped it. Wasn't going to make it to the first down marker without breaking about 5 tackles. But nonetheless, you got to catch the ball when it hits you in the hands. And that time, Fabian Lucero, who does have the kickoff return for a touchdown, unable to come up with a reception. which most likely would not have been enough for a first down. 9:12 left on the clock here. Fourth quarter action, clock stopped on 4th down and 8. Panthers are going to go for it, and why not? Down 28 with only 9:12 left to go. Big play for the Marauder D here. Give up 8 or less and you get the ball back, and now we've got a timeout. Coconino calls timeout. Head coach Jeremiah Smith coming out on the field to talk things over. 9:12 left, fourth quarter. Mingus up 34-6. We'll be back after this.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here.
With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market. Remember, please shop local first.
Go Marauders!
Back at Mingus High School, 34-6 is our score with 9:12 left to go here in regulation time, and I don't think we'll need any more tonight. It's 4th down and 8 for the Coconino Panthers as they are headed back. We just talked about Tim also. Here comes walking in our booth. How about that? 4th down and 8 play, and they're going to look to throw the ball. Going right-hand side, tipped up and incomplete. Had a man but making up on the play. Some good recovery speed for the Mingus Marauders and able to tip the ball away, and that will be a turnover on downs. And the Marauders will get it back with good field position out around their own 37-yard line. 1st down and 38, 1st down and 10 Mingus.
Oh, was that Fredette on the coverage out there?
Oh, was it?
It might have been.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't read the numbers.
No, it was hard across the field, but great last second-ditch effort getting up there and tipping that ball away.
Yeah, recovery speed.
No kidding, huh? Man was open. The man was open, no doubts about it.
Hey, look at Coconino's bus over there, JB. Just a plain white bus. It's like you see those ones cruising up and down the highways with DOC on them. Maybe that's why we've got so many personal fouls. Here's the run for the Marauders. Clark going right. Clark slips through a defender and across midfield. He'll have a 1st down to the 48-yard line of the Panthers. A gain of 14 on the play and a 1st down for Mingus, and he's tackled out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. Just under 9 minutes to go, 34-6. Mingus with the lead here on senior night.
Well, let's take a look at this week in Mingus sports.
Okay.
On the 28th, volleyball versus Cactus. And the 29th, volleyball versus Red Rock High School.
Oh.
On the 30th, volleyball will be at Thunderbird. So the 28th and 29th are at home.
Busy.
Yes. And then on Halloween, cross-country sectional meet. And, of course, Mingus at Prescott for Halloween.
Here's the snap, and it's going to be up and with the keeper to the right side. Up him inside the 40 and tackled at the 39-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Marauders from the 39-yard line of the Panthers, and the clock churning away here, 8:40 and counting. The Marauders looking to go to 5-4 on the season and 5-1 since an 0-3 start.
Well, last year the Mingus Marauders put 513 yards on the Coconino Panthers. Mingus is at 541 right now.
Oh, and they still got some room to play with, and 8 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. 2nd down play, man in motion is Tiffany going right to left. Handoff's going back to the right with Machado, and he's going to be close to a 1st down. That's one of those plays where you get 2 yards and then you don't care because that wasn't enough for a 1st. And, well, let's see where they mark it. Looks like they're going to mark it right at the 38-yard line, and that should be enough for a 1st down, and they're going to move the sticks. 1st down and 10, Mingus. Machado needed to, got to, not anything more. And the Marauders have another 1st down, which will keep the clock running.
130 yards on 13 carries for that young man.
Now they're going to blow the whistle and stop it.
Well, that saves the timeout.
Oh, I was going to say it's an injured Panther, but it's a untied shoe. You know, in basketball, they just make a play.
Right.
You run up and down the floor with your shoe off and you're sliding around in your sock. Come on. This is football.
Well, you know, in football, especially high school football, they stop the whole thing.
Fumble. Marauders put it on the ground. It's recovered by the Panthers. The Marauders are going to have 4 turnovers in the game, a game in which they lead by 4 touchdowns. I mean, that does not happen ever on any level, JB. Does a team have 4 turnovers, a -4 in turnovers, and leading by 4 touchdowns? It just doesn't calculate.
No, that's highly unusual. However, we got a perfect example of it.
Yeah, we got it on tape. Well, the Marauder defense is going to be tested once again. They've got a little room to work with. The ball is at the 38-yard line of the Panthers as they take over with 7:53 left to go here in regulation time. This is senior night, Jackie.
It is.
Final home game of the year of the career for a lot of seniors, all the seniors here tonight.
Well, how many takeaways has Mingus missed, too, in interception opportunities?
Quarterback on a delayed draw. I think it was a quarterback delayed draw, either that or he put the ball out and everybody ran by and didn't want it. And he's going to get a yard. 2nd down and 9.
See what happens when you won't let somebody borrow something from your locker?
Yeah.
The time will come.
Either that or you've got like 6 personal fouls. No, I don't want that thing, man. Hell, dude's jumping on me, mad. 2nd down and 9. Here's a snap from the gun. Cool, looking deep right side, and it's in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. And then just a little push to the ground for trying to catch it from Romero.
But that wasn't a hard push.
Another Marauder flat on his back behind the bench, JB, and it looks like he's getting stretched out by trainer Michael Boyson. Seen this a couple times tonight for the Marauders. Cramps. Where's the salt packets? We've got a KFC.
Right.
Is that what it was? KFC, right?
It was KFC.
Yeah. Running to the right. Looking to throw. Cool. Pointing out directions. Now he's going to roll to the left. Thinks he's got some room. Now he's going to throw across his body down the field. He's got a man. Reception made at the 43-yard line. Wow. Pretty athletic play by the quarterback that time, and he found his man. It was Hughes with the reception at the Marauder 43-yard line, where it will be 1st down and 10 for the Panthers.
1st down, Panthers.
Coconino has thrown the ball 27 times in this game.
Wow.
Yeah, no kidding.
5 receptions.
No, they got 5 in this half. 8 total, 9 total, 10 total.
1st down and 10 play. Cool, throwing right. He's got a man, makes the catch, hit immediately, and down after a gain of 2.
Pass completed to number
2nd down and 8. They got it over to Crank. Crank gets a couple, and that's it at the 41-yard line. 2nd down and 8 now. Clock running, 6.5 minutes left to go in the game. 34-6, the Marauders with the lead. Second down play. Left tackle still standing. Now he'll get in a set position. The quarterback takes a snap from the gun. Hands off. And the first man through is a fullback, and he's got room to run. He's got a 1st down inside the 30. Finally tackled by the Marauders at around the 26-yard line. And a good run that time by Weston Smith as he's got his team getting close to the Marauder red zone. And this is the best that we have seen this Coconino offense look here tonight. They've picked up a couple of 1st downs on their own.
18 yards on that one and 3 1st downs in a row.
Looking to throw deep left side to the end zone and caught. Wow, what a catch. That time by 17, Jacob Hughes. How did he come down with that? Short of the end zone at the 2. It's 1st and goal. Coconino at the Marauder 2-yard line.
Holy cow. Well, this young man, I wonder why they didn't throw to him in the first half. He's got 4 receptions, 65 yards.
It's pretty darn good here in the second half on this drive alone. You got Smith in the backfield. Quarterback Cool in the shotgun. 2 receivers on the right, 2 on the left, 1 in the slot. Here's the snap, looking right, throwing right to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Found Crank coming from the slot on the right side. Just came the same exact play that we saw last night in that football game Denver, I guess it was last night, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, same exact play. Just came from the slot on the right side and just right to the very front of the end zone, and boom, quick slant, and boom, there it is, touchdown.
Well, that's hard to stop.
Yeah, I mean, unless you got somebody standing there. And
I mean, you got to be man-to-man and on them from the line of scrimmage.
And knowing where they're going.
Well, that helps.
Yeah. Well, they get a touchdown with their offense. And now they're playing circus music. And the extra point is nearly blocked again. It was Thagard that time that got in there. And then after he hit the ground, Tiffany turns and looks at him and shows me, yeah, you missed it by like this much. It was like inches. 5:28 left to go. 34-13. Mingus with the lead. We'll be back with a Marauder kick return after this.
There's no room for hesitation. The best time to buy a victory is now. Get 0% APR for 5 years or rebates up to $2,000. And every motorcycle is equipped with a 5-year powertrain warranty. This is the Red Tag Rush sales event. Victory Motorcycles. Ride one and you'll own one.
Back at Mingus High School, 5:28 left to go in regulation time, and the Panthers have put one in the end zone with their offense. As they close to the gap here, shorten the gap. What did they do, JB? They tightened up the gap. 34-13 is our score. 21-point lead for the Marauders.
They cranked it down.
Yeah, they're getting close.
Crank caught the teeth. There we go.
Crank caught it, yes.
Crank caught it.
To make the Marauders cranky. And the kick is an onside kick, and man, it goes out of bounds nonetheless. Now, the Marauders should get the choice here, right?
Right.
They don't want it at the 35. They'll take it at their opponent's 46, 47. The kick only went 7 yards, so it wasn't going to count. They kicked it, and it went straight up in the air like a jump ball.
Yeah, no, that was a fantastic bounce. It just didn't get enough forward.
Yeah, forward, yeah. That's the main thing on that. You got to kick the ball to where at least it goes 10 yards. If it doesn't do that, then you don't have any chance.
Right. But you don't want it to go 15 yards.
Well, you might, if you can get by the guy.
Yeah, well, yeah, if you can
Depends
get by
on what you have set up.
It's better when you kick it off and knock it off one of the front guys and it bounces back to you.
Drill him right in the chest. Have it bounce right back to you.
I go for
and then
the
turn around and
shin.
give it to the guy behind you.
Right. Comes around the corner. We're writing that one up.
Okay. You had a good kicker?
Page 62.
Halfback option scratch. Right after that one. First down and 10, Mingus trying to hold on to the ball. And they're going to go left-hand side. Upham's going to keep it himself. He's inside the 45-yard line. Will be tackled at the 43. A gain of 4 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 6 for the Marauders. And Mingus isn't really worried about picking up first down so much. I mean, of course, they need 1 or maybe even 2. They're more concerned about running the ball and this time ticking off here as we're down to 5:05 left to go. And the Marauders comfortably ahead by 21.
Well, a series of first downs, and Mingus can go ahead and just take care of the clock on this drive.
Exactly. Clark in motion. It's going to be Collins with the carry. Collins to the right side. He's got a first down. Collins down to the 30-yard line where he'll be tackled after a gain of about 17 yards or so. And Collins is getting up off the ground, and 2 Panthers are getting up slowly after they had been attacked by Collins. And number 9 is one of the players that's hurt. He's the one getting up slow. That's Fabian Lucero, the player that returned a kick return for a touchdown earlier for the Panthers, their first score of the game. And he's limping off the field, favoring that left leg. It looks like he's holding his calf or behind the knee. And he's going to leave the action here momentarily and maybe for the rest of the night.
Zach, I think Pete Kelly was actually getting a couple of runs in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, number 21.
Pete Kelly.
Yeah.
Huh, well, that's good. A little glimpse of what's coming up here for the Marauders. Pete Kelly most likely will be a featured back next year. Marauders running backs this year are senior-laden group.
Also looking to be the sack leader again next year.
Yeah. And the clock will start running as the injured player has made it off the field. 4:35 and counting now. 34-13, the Marauders with the lead. It's first down and 10. Mingus from the 30-yard line. Quarterback Upham set under center, and he'll hand off. Going to the right-hand side, it's Kelly. Kelly inside the 30. He'll be tackled at the 27-yard line. He may be at the 28, depending on the spot here. It's going to be a gain of 2. They're going to mark him at the 28. Second down and 8 now for the Marauders.
Eric.
And we're starting to see him switch some guys out here. Well, Taylor Thagard is in at a wingback position. He's been in and out of the game all night. Ryan Clark is over on the right side, or Tristan Clark rather, is over on the right side. And in the backfield is Kelly. And they're going to give it to Kelly again, going left-hand side this time. Kelly is going to be close to, but apparently just shy of a first down. Needed to get to the 20-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him progress about the 21. And it will now be third down, and 1 for the Marauders. And we've got whistles blowing again, and a timeout by the defense. 34-13, 3:31 left to go. Mingus on top here. Timeout on 3rd and 1 by the Panthers. We'll be back to Mingus High School after this.
It's the dawn of a new era in healthcare here in the Verde Valley. Spectrum Healthcare introduces whole person care for the mind, for the body, for all of you. With the opening of our new integrated care facility at 651 West Mingus Avenue in Cottonwood, Spectrum Healthcare now offers primary care, behavioral health, and pharmacy, all in one location. For primary medical care, for help with mental health and substance use disorders, for whole person health care, call Spectrum Healthcare, 634-2236.
Back at Mingus High School, JB rooting for a penalty.
Tattletale.
Explain them, JB. Explain them.
All right. Well, Mingus has got 573 yards from the line of scrimmage, but we're at the 21-yard line. We can't make 600 yards of offense without a penalty.
Okay.
So I just want a 5-yard penalty.
Okay. Can we get a first down first? Oh, there it is. There's your penalty. Oh, wrong side. There's our first down.
Well, we're not going to get those 5 yards then.
Oh, no, that's fine, because now we have a first down. We can have a hold.
Okay. All right.
Now we've opened up our playbook. Now we can add, a 10-yarder.
Nice.
But it's first down.
But it is first down. All right. If we don't make 600 yards now because of that penalty.
All sides on the defense will give the Marauders a first down on the penalty. Ball spotted now at the 16-yard line. The Marauders can pick up another first down without scoring, working inside the red zone. Clark on the right, in motion now. Kelly in the backfield with the ball. Kelly going right up the middle, and he's not moving it too far. About a yard to the 15-yard line. 3:22 left to go here in the ball game. The Marauders on top, 34-13. Mingus will go to 5-4 on the season, Jackie. After starting out 0-3, this Marauder team has been able to put it together. They didn't give up. They could have given up at 0-3, and they could have given up at 1-4. But they kept plugging away. They kept picking up win after win, and now they find themselves above 500 going into the final week of the season.
Well, showing some heart is this squad, and they come a long way. A lot of underclassmen on this squad for Mingus.
And the Marauders are going to hand off, coming to the right-hand side of the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown, Mingus! It's Upham, the quarterback, takes it himself into the end zone and scores another touchdown for the Marauders. And it looks like there's some jawing going on down there around the goal line. Referee steps in, says, what's going on? Upham says, hey, I scored. That dude called me a name.
Man, you're good at lip reading. We can't see the stupid
I can't see the number, but I can tell you exactly what he said. I scoring a touchdown, feeling good about myself, minding my own business. He came up and called me a dirty rat. Here's the snap on the extra point, and the kick is up. Uh-oh. Oh, it's good. All right. Well, I can't see that either. 41-13. 2:44 left to go. The Marauders with the lead, and the kickoff coming up when we return right after this.
On Palace offers a wide selection of jewelry, electronics, musical instruments, firearms, and much more. And if you need money for that unforeseen financial burden, Tanner, Natalie, or Rob can get you a loan using your valuable items and collectibles. Scrap gold, silver, jewelry, guns, and electronics are all accepted. Visit Pond Palace on Calvary Way at 89A in the Dome Building, open 6 days a week, and online at pondpalaceaz.com.
What's that knocking on the door? It's that 600-pound gorilla, JB, and he's 10 pounds short.
Yep.
Needs a couple of donuts here on a Friday evening.
Where is that Vinny's
Speaking
Pizza?
of which, yeah. Here's a Marauder kickoff, and it's fumbled to the end zone. Bringing it out of the end zone now, and hit at the 10 and down at the 8. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Fabian Lucero took one back for a touchdown earlier. Left the game after that with an injury. Apparently okay now. And nowhere to run. Fumbled it at the 3. It went back to the end zone. Took it about a yard deep in the end zone and tried to run out and couldn't even get back to the 10-yard line. 1st and 10. Coconino at their own 9.
Well, with 41 on the scoreboard here tonight at 41-13, Mingus has now scored 199 points in 4 games. We're 10 yards shy of 600 yards of offense and 1 point shy of 200 points in 4 games.
So if we score another touchdown and kick the extra point from, say, like the 35, I think they'll give us 3 points so that we can have 9 and get to 50.
Maybe. No.
Here's a pass complete and hitting and not wrapping up, and now he's free for a first down. It's Crank. Crank to the 25, still on his feet and out to the 28. Well, somebody came in and just tried to do one of those just knock you real hard to the ground type of things on Crank, and Crank took the shot and kept rolling down the field until he had a first down.
So would you say he was crank started?
Yes, he was cranking. He was cranking it down the field.
Oh, man, this is getting bad.
A well-oiled machine that was cranking it. No, you're right. This is bad. It's a first down. At the 29-yard line. Here's the snap. And looking to throw again. Screen pass coming left-hand side. He's got a man. Catch is made. It's going to be Smith with the catch. Or no, it's Hughes. Jacob Hughes with the catch. And they'll have a couple of yards, not much. They were at the 29. Now they're at the 31. So a gain of 2. And really, I mean, you want to catch that for 2 yards and have the clock keep running? It's under 2 minutes now. Quarterback Cool in the gun, takes a snap down low, throws right, got a man. And it's off to Hughes again. No, this one is to Smith. Yeah, this one's Smith. Weston Smith with the catch. And he's got about 4 more yards. They'll mark it right at the 35-yard line. And it is 3rd down and 4 now for the Panthers. Clock running, 1:25 left to go. Awaiting the snap. There it is. Looking left, throwing left, and it's incomplete. Threw it at his feet. Same play. It's worked for him a couple times. Jacob Hughes coming from deep on that left sideline. He's way out wide, and then he just runs a slant across the middle kind of, and they hit him on the hash marks. That time he just dropped it.
Looking at some of the Mingus Marauder seniors on the far side watching the game. Not in there defensively as Tiffany and Collins. Petty's on the side.
Well, 4th down and 4 now for the Panthers. Here's a snap, looking left, throwing left. He's got a man, hit him right in the hands, and he couldn't catch it. Falls to the ground, intended for number 8, Derek De Herrera that time. And Jackie. The Marauders get the ball back on downs. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. 1:12 left to go. Now, they can take a knee and end it.
Yes, they can.
And I'm sure that's what they'll do.
Oh, I'm sure they will. Coconino has 2 timeouts.
Let me text coach and tell him we only need 10 yards for 600.
Right.
Pick up a first down, then take a knee. Maybe I'll get a call timeout until you do.
Let's see, with Thaggart at the 50-yard line.
It looks like a flying V to me.
Well, no, Thaggart's going to get the ball. It's going to be a long, deep pitch. What do you think?
It'll be really long. A 20-yarder. 15 at least. And there's a snap and a knee, and that'll get the clock rolling. The Marauders will have to do that one more time. And, Jackie, this Mingus Marauder football team has gone from 0-3 to 5-4 with a big game coming up Halloween night over in Prescott against the Badgers.
The hugest.
The hugest game.
Yep, hugest.
One of the more huger.
Yep. We want to see the Mingus Marauder Red fans come on over and support their squad. And tell you what, I do not think that Prescott is without kinks in the armor. I'll tell you that.
They might be getting their armor kinked tonight. 30 seconds left to go, and the Marauders take a knee, and that's it. They should not have to do that again. They're walking out the field, and that's going to be our final score here tonight. 41-13, Mingus with the victory.
Well, Mingus falls 1 point short and 10 yards short of stat glory. Kind of, sort of. 199 points scored in 4 games. Wanted one more for an average of 50.
Missed extra point.
Missed extra point. Yeah, there we go. And then, of course, the Mingus Marauders just 10 yards short of 600 yards of offense here during the course of this game.
Oh, there's the cannon. Jesse Dallin doing his job down there. It's good to hear. Had it packed one more time, so may as well fire it off. 41-13 is our final score here tonight. The Mingus Marauders win their final game of the season here at home and have now won 4 in a row and are over 500 for the first time this season, JB.
No, it looks beautiful from where we're going. They definitely have the momentum going into that Prescott game.
Yeah, that'd be a big one. Hope the Marauders can come out on top next week over in Prescott. Fans would like to see you over there. All right, let's take a quick break right here. We'll be back with our post-game report brought to you by Digitel Verizon Wireless. The Marauders win tonight over the Coconino Panthers. Final score, 41-13. Mingus now 5-4 on the year. The Panthers fall to 2-7. We'll be back to Mingus High School for the post-game show coming up after this.
Razor, Ranger, Sportsman, Ace. There's a Polaris to match your passion. Confident, comfortable, capable. That's Ace. With a solo cockpit, automotive controls, independent suspension, all-wheel drive, and up to 45 horses of fuel-injected power. Calling it revolutionary would be an understatement.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
At Gettle's High Desert Mechanical, rather than do lots of things, we focus on doing one thing right. We serve climate-challenged people. Gettle's starts with a free system evaluation to identify the best AC and heating equipment for your home or business. Professional installation, warranties, and service after the sale. If you're climate challenged, then we're the right choice. Gettle's High Desert Mechanical, the name to trust.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC.
Find Digitel, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, in Prescott Valley at the Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here.
With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market. Remember, please shop local first.
Go Marauders!
Taylor Waste has been voted the #1 residential garbage service 11 years in a row in Cottonwood and 7 years in a row in Sedona.
Why? Because Taylor Waste always offers dependable and efficient garbage service and clean, eco-friendly curbside recycling and positive customer service.
Taylor Waste offers a separate recycling container, and our recycling program is clean rather than commingled with garbage.
To start service, call your locally owned Taylor Waste, dedicated to providing service tailored to your needs.
You'll get more miles for your money at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. It starts with matching the right tire for you, your vehicle, and driving habits. And continues with expert brake, alignment, and warranty services to extend the life and performance of your vehicle. And to serve you better, we now offer King Cobra custom exhaust systems. Find out more about our nationwide warranty at ReeseTire.com.
It's time now for the Digitel Post-Game Report. Stay tuned for the Marauder wrap-up, game highlights, and the Digitel Player of the Game. The Digitel Post-Game Report starts now. From the press box, here's Zach Calandra.
Back at Mingus High School, final score here tonight, 41-13. The Mingus Marauders with a victory over the Coconino Panthers, and Mingus now above 500 on the season at 5-4 with a victory tonight. Their fourth in a row, heading into the final game of the regular season next Friday night, Halloween in Prescott. A big game for Mingus, and quite possibly one that could put them in the playoffs. They're gonna have to win, and they're gonna need some help, but they've put themselves in a position now after an 0-3 start to go into the final game of the season with a chance to make the playoffs, and that is a test to the Mingus Marauder coaching staff and the players themselves. Nobody gave up, nobody gave in, everybody believed this whole time, and now they'll be rewarded with a chance to win 5 in a row to end the season and head to the playoffs.
And the Mingus Marauders have been plagued with injuries as well this year. They have had all sorts of things happen that have just changed and switched. The offensive line has been all over the board. We have had different players in different positions. We've had like 5-6 different lineups so far this season, but Mingus finally putting it together and getting by all those bumps and bruises, and they win a big one here tonight, 41-13 over the Coconino Panthers, who have struggled to fall to 2-7, and it has been a ground attack. It has been, I mean, talk about bringing in the Marines. It has been a ground attack all game long. Ground. Definitely. Cleats on the ground, cleats on the field, without a doubt. Mingus would score first. Mingus would score often, but only twice in the first half, and it was all first quarter. Going back to the beginning of the first quarter, Mingus 7:58 left to go, and the pitch comes out to Tiffany, who will score the senior. Put 6 on the board to start for the Mingus Marauders. Meyer added the extra point, and, the sophomore got 1, but, the senior got 6. There we go. Still first quarter action, 5:22 left to go, and Mingus would find pay dirt again. This time another senior, Thagard, to the outside, and, he would need a little help. In fact, he would, break 2 tackles on his way down the far sideline. And finally get into the end zone. Machado with the final block down there.
Go. Jump on the lineman. Ready?
Yep. Catch me. And Mingus, that would be the only scoring in the first half. Mingus led at halftime by a score of 14-0.
Yeah,
but
two touchdowns in the first 2 possessions. We thought, here we go. We're off another 50, 65-point game again here tonight. And then things slowed down a little bit.
It did. Coconino got a little bit of defense going, forced Mingus to turn the ball over on downs. Mingus threw an interception in the end zone, and that was a drive killer. Mingus coughed up the ball a little bit more often than normal, so apparently we had the fumble bug. And that's a really bad flu. You don't want to get it.
No, I don't like that one.
I want none of my players.
Does not cure that.
No, it doesn't. In fact, it's so contagious you don't want any players around.
The fumble bug? No. Keep it out of your locker room.
Quarantined. You have to stay in the classroom.
Yes.
Right?
The classroom?
In the classroom.
Okay. The fumble bug?
Fumble
bug. Fumble in the classroom.
Right, yeah.
You pick up your pencil, it doesn't cost you nothing.
Nope.
Kid behind you gets it, you give it back.
Right.
Especially
if you're a lineman. Give me back my pencil.
Yeah, right. Need something to eat. Class is over in 15 minutes. Come on.
Oh, that's a good one. Second half action. Mingus would score first in the second half. A 23-yard keeper by Upham. He pumps once, turns the corner, gets a great block, breaks a tackle himself, and gets into the end zone.
What a play.
And was definitely pumped to do so.
And the play before that, let's not forget that. The play before that went for 50-some yards on the run by, who was it, Thagard or Clark or somebody, set that up on a 50, I think it was Tiffany, as a matter of fact, set up on like a 52-yard run, and then Upham took it in the rest of the way himself from, 27 yards or
23
something?
23 yards, yeah.
What a great series. And that was coming out of the locker room. That was the first play of the game.
2 plays
the second half. 2 plays, 79 yards or or something, that touchdown. That's getting in the locker room and going, hey, we haven't scored since our second possession of the game. All right, Coach, we got you.
We remember how to do this. Mingus led 21-0. Third quarter action still, 3:41 left to go. And Mingus would score again. This time, Clark on a 42-yard pitch will come to the near side. He's got Tiffany out in front of him, running a good block. And, a cutback on Crank. And finds the end zone. And 42 yards later, Clark gets the touchdown out there. Meyer gets the extra point, and it was 28-0. Mingus was rolling again. 1:08 left to go. And Mingus would do it again. This one, and we were talking about these big, long runs. And, no, that's right, huh?
Yeah. Coco got one.
Coco got one. After the penalty, Meyer kicks off from his own 30-yard line, bounces one out here, and Fabian picks it up, comes back the other way, finds some daylight, cuts to the outside. Had a slip against the Mingus Marauders there.
And look at Nash chasing him down. Almost got him. Not giving up to the goal line. He chased him.
Yep, had the angle, just not quite the speed, and Coconino finds the end zone with their first score of the game, and the run back gets 6. They missed the extra point, though, and it goes on from that point. Mingus obviously did not like that, especially Orlando Machado.
Right. But one thing I wanted to point out as you were going through those plays there, JB, is that Mingus scored a couple of touchdowns tonight that were really sprung by big blocks. That first one that I think Thagger took in, we saw Clark and I believe it was Tiffany making a block for him over on the right-hand side. That last one that we saw, I think Clark take in. We saw Tiffany blocking out that, getting to that corner, getting that corner back, and then sealing him to the inside and leaving that whole lane behind you. And the Marauders have speed. If they can get to the lane and get to that sideline, good things happen. We saw it tonight. Blocks to open it up, and then the good speed to make it happen after you get through.
Well, the Mingus Marauder offensive line also giving them time in the backfield to make these long pitches, letting the play develop. I mean, that has been really key and crucial.
It's not very often at any level of football that a team runs for 577 yards.
Oh, don't let the cat out of the bag early.
That's getting it down, JB. I mean, that is getting it done, no doubt about it. A team runs for 577 yards is a team that is grinding it out on the ground.
Well, let's show you probably might be my favorite 65 yards of it. Orlando Machado with his breakaway of 65 yards for the Mingus Marauders. Yeah, absolutely. Great job. Gets around the corner and then outruns everybody to the end zone, which was absolutely fantastic. And the young man, another senior scoring on senior night for the Marauders.
Because they came out before the game and it's senior night and they talk a little bit about all these kids. And Orlando Machado comes out and they talk about his greatest moment or his best memory of Mingus, of being at Mingus. You know what it was? T-dunk. Hitting a home run, a grand slam, as a matter of fact, last year in the playoffs to walk-off grand slam. Now, here's a kid that's not, I hit a home run in the playoff game. It's not this year when I played football and I ran for 100 yards. It's not, I did this or my friends did this. It's T-dunk, hit a home run, and man, that was so great. That's a team player right there, Orlando Machado.
Yep, no kidding. Hey, you are dead set on that. No doubts
T-dunk, of course,
about it.
in case anybody doesn't remember, Tyler Bond, longtime football player and baseball player here at Mingus.
Well, the Mingus Marauders would come back. The score 34-6 at that particular point, and Coconino would actually tighten it up. They would drive the field and then end up with a 3-yard quick slant as Crank catches it from Cool, and the extra point was good on this one. But the pass play very quick, right across the middle, and they get that quick slant in and tighten it up and all of a sudden, Coconino actually got some decent yardage in the fourth quarter.
Look at that.
Cool. Completed his last 7 passes of the game.
And started out, 0 for 9 or more, I believe. Yeah. At one point, he was 0 for 9. So at halftime, as a matter of fact, I think he was 0 for 9.
Talk about not giving up and continue to play. Yeah.
What are you going to do? Coach keeps sending in the play. You're throwing again. All right.
Okay.
Hasn't worked out well, but we'll keep going.
He ended up throwing the ball 27 times in the game, but definitely got better with experience as he went along.
Rushing offense, pretty bad.
Yeah, that struggled. They did a little bit better in the fourth quarter out there, but Mingus wasn't done scoring. They would score one more time here tonight as Upham will keep it himself, and this time go 16 yards to the near side and lower his helmet into not one but 2 Coconino Panthers.
Now, both of his touchdowns tonight were going through somebody,
Yep.
hitting that one, going through two guys, going through people, hitting them, getting in the end zone. He is not untouched Upham anymore. He's meet you at the goal line. I'll see you in the end zone, Upham.
That's a long name. We got to shorten that. We'll have to work on that one.
We'll make it initials.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, still got to work
spell
on
something. We better be careful.
Still here at the end of the game, Mingus wins here tonight, 41-13, and we do have individual stats, and they are going to be impressive.
Oh, good. Yeah, when you're running for 577 yards, somebody did something right tonight. And I think, and you know what? A lot of guys did something right tonight for the Mingus Marauders, no doubt about that. All right, fans, this is the post-game report brought to you by Digitel Verizon Wireless. We'd like to thank them for being great sponsors here of Mingus Marauder football over the years. And let's take a quick break right now. We'll get a word from them and some of our other sponsors, and we will be back for individual statistics, players of the game, and a wrap-up of tonight's ball game. Final score, 41-14. The Mingus Marauders, 13. 41-13. The Mingus Marauders with the victory tonight over the Coconino Panthers. Mingus above 500 for the first time all year. 5-4 with a big game at Prescott next Friday night. We'll be back with more of the Digitel Verizon Wireless post-game report coming up after this.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC.
Find Digitel, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, in Prescott Valley at the Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
It's the dawn of a new era in healthcare here in the Verde Valley. Spectrum Healthcare introduces whole person care for the mind, for the body, for all of you. With the opening of our new integrated care facility at 651 West Mingus Avenue in Cottonwood, Spectrum Healthcare now offers primary care, behavioral health, and pharmacy, all in one location. For primary medical care, for help with mental health and substance use disorders, for whole person health care, call Spectrum Healthcare, 634-2236.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. If you're on the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find their selection extensive and their sales team professional and courteous. You can also count on excellent after-sales service. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet on Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood.
Your local Cottonwood Taco Bell has what you're craving for just $1. Shredded chicken mini quesadillas, spicy potato soft taco, spicy tostada, just a part of the new Dollar Cravings menu at your Cottonwood Taco Bell. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell on Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Pawn Palace offers a wide selection of jewelry, electronics, musical instruments, firearms, and much more. And if you need money for that unforeseen financial burden, Tanner, Natalie, or Rob can get you a loan using your valuable items and collectibles. Scrap gold, silver, jewelry, guns, and electronics are all accepted. Visit Pawn Palace on Calvary Way at 89A in the Dome Building, open 6 days a week, and online at pawnpalaceaz.com.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
back at Mingus High School, and a final score 41-13. The Marauders now 5-4 on the season. Mingus turned the ball over 4 times tonight and still wins 41-13. That's because they were getting it done with their offense, moving the ball down the field, running it down the throat of the Panthers here tonight. And Jackie, it was a team affair. Everybody got the ball. Everybody that touched it had a big run at one point tonight.
Well, the troops were on the ground. There is no doubt about it. Jordan Upham did not have a lot of opportunities. He ends up 2 for 6 here today with no touchdowns, 1 interception, 2 for 7, only 13 yards. And the rest of the yardage came on the ground. Check out some of these stats as the Mingus Marauders had multiple individuals with fantastic rushing games out here this evening. Look at, how about Clark? 128 yards on 8 carries and a touchdown. Machado, 130 yards on 13 carries. No touchdowns. No touchdown. Thagard had 4 carries and 46 yards on the ground. Jordan Upham had 42 yards on 9 carries. Herb Tiffany had 89 yards, so close, on 6 carries. Levi Collins had 111 yards on 9 carries, got his 100-yard gain.
You know what I like about this? I'm looking at it as you're going by, and it's average of 15, average of 14.8, average of 12.3. These guys weren't getting 4 and 5 yards at a time. They're getting first down and a half each time they touch the ball.
And definitely then some. So the Mingus Marauders, 577 yards on the ground. And talk about the Marines hitting the beach. I mean, it was ground troops all over the place.
On 53 carries.
Yep.
The team averaged 10.88 yards per carry. You're getting a first down every time you run the ball. Why throw it? You had 13 passing yards. No reason to do it at that point. Plus the fact that they were up, so you may as well just keep grinding it out. 10.8 yards per carry? Wow. Well, and some huge runs.
Mingus had some of the passes open. I mean, the opportunities were there. And Coconino had 8 men in the box the whole time.
All night
long. And Mingus was running inside, outside, anywhere they wanted to.
You know, earlier in the year, the Marauders saw that, and they continued to try to run the ball, and they were getting stuffed. Now they're seeing 8 guys in the box, and they're saying, stop it. Can you stop it? And they're running it right at them, and they're not able to stop it.
Right.
And like we said, throughout the game and throughout the season, there's a lot of underclassmen playing for them. Not so much tonight, as it was senior night, but there have been a lot of underclassmen playing throughout the year for Mingus. And you've seen this team grow and get better throughout the year, and it makes you think that in the next couple of years that this team could be pretty good. I think in 2 years this team's going to be exceptional, but that's just me.
Right. Well, you know, everybody has their view on things, you know.
Well, as soon as we get some of those Samoan kids to transfer to play line, dude, we are in.
Let's take a look at the visiting Coconino Panthers here tonight. Offensively, first half, they just could not get anything going. First half, they had 19 yards of offense. 19 yards of offense by the end of the game, 157 yards of offense. And Cool ends up 10 for 29. 104 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions, although Mingus should have had 6 picks in this game. And Smith on the ground, 13 carries, 46 yards on the ground. They had 157 yards of total offense and 43 yards 53 yards on the ground. So Coconino just could not ever get the ground game going. And the passing game really didn't get going here into the fourth quarter, but Cool, great job. He was like 7 of his last 7.
Yeah, okay, well, that would do it because he was 0 for 9 in the first half. He finishes 10 for 29. So in the second half, he wasn't bad. He hit 50% of his passes through for over 100 yards, so he was a little better in the second half. First half, I think it was just an onslaught of the Marauders were just all over him. They were chasing him all over the place. They couldn't run. They couldn't throw. Even when he did throw it to his receivers, hit him in the hands, they dropped it. It was just a mixture of things that were going wrong for him in the first half. In the second half, looks like Cool came out a little cooler under pressure and was able to get his offense in rhythm a little bit. If you remember, they didn't have a first down in the first half. Well, they did, but it was from Marauder penalties. It wasn't until the second half when Cool started getting into the flow of things, the game slowed down for him a little bit, that Coconino was able to start moving the ball a little. Not much, but a little.
Well, I think Mingus also slowed down the blitzing packages, and there's a song about this. Who called the dogs off?
Is that how it goes?
I think so.
I just let them out.
Oh, dang. God, I hope I did.
You'll find out when you get home. Getting out the old pooper scooper there, clean it up. I hope you did too, JP.
Me too.
Hey, a lot of football tomorrow. Let's not forget about that. Let's remind everybody tomorrow at CMS, High Desert Youth Football is into their playoff season. It starts tomorrow at 10 o'clock. There's a game. Cottonwood team, the Lobos play at 10 o'clock. The Cottonwood Bears play at home at CMS tomorrow at 12 o'clock. And then the Panthers play tomorrow night against, not tomorrow night, but at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, I guess is the best way to put it, against the Page Junior High team. So that'll be a good test for your squad as well, JB. And pick one up. We're ready, man. Get those Panthers, you're on your home field. Everybody get out there and cheer for JB's team tomorrow. We need that home field advantage out there. Out there cheer the Panthers on a victory over Page.
Well, we're looking for the first one. We're going to go into playoffs the week after against Wickenburg, and my goodness, it'll be the fourth time we've seen them.
What are you guys getting sleepovers with each other now? Hey, we're coming up to see you guys again. We're going to spend the night.
No, but it is this way. Cameron, you've got Joey out there.
Yeah, right.
We know him by name. They know us by name.
And it's the fourth time.
Right.
The fourth time that your Panthers team has played Wickenburg, and that is just unusual at any level in football. It's usually, they say, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a year. Well, how about the fourth?
Right.
You're going the fourth. And Jackie, I got to say, I'm hoping that the fourth is the charm, man. I'm hoping that you guys pull it out.
Well, third
You've
time.
been getting closer each time, right?
We know, definitely. Third time we went to overtime. No, I'm serious.
We're almost there.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Got to push this little train that could over the top of the hill, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, another game for you that's a local game. The Cottonwood Marauders Mighty Might team is in the playoffs, but they're on the road at Camp Verde tomorrow. And
Not far.
I'm not sure what time that one is, but I'm going to let you know here in just a second as we've got it right here. The Colts will be playing, that's not it. The Marauders at Camp Verde at 10 a.m. So the Marauders play in Camp Verde at 10 a.m. and the Lobos play in Cottonwood at 10 a.m. against Wickenburg. And then also at 10 a.m. in Wickenburg, the Cottonwood Colts will be playing. And then at noon tomorrow at CMS, the Cottonwood Bears take on the Baghdad Razorbacks. This is first round action of the playoffs. And Jackie, it's nice to say all these Cottonwood teams are going to be playing in the High Desert Youth Football Playoffs. And of course, in 3 weeks, it will be Championship Saturday right here at Mingus High School. What a great day for all those young men. They get out there and play on the big field, get their name announced over the loudspeakers, and just a great day of football for all those guys that get the chance to play here. And that's the championship game and the third place game. So it's not just the champions. They get a whole group of kids out here to play at Mingus High School here in about 3 weeks.
And Channel 2 gets the opportunity to televise it. These kids get a chance to see themselves on television. The pre-collegiate Saturday day kind of televised event. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. Thought I was bigger than that. Yeah. All right. Well, fans, thanks for tuning in tonight. It's been a great night of football for the Mingus Marauders. A great night for their final home game of the year, Jackie. They got over 500.
Yep.
That's a tribute to the coaching staff, a tribute to these kids that work hard all year long, all summer long. These guys are out here all summer long, starting in about June for 3 weeks, and for 3 days a week they come out here, and then they go to all the camps and everything. These guys work all year round, and to get back over 500 is just a great thing for this Mingus Marauder football team. And let's pick one up next week. Let's finish out 6-4 and head over to Prescott and pick up a big win over the Badgers and hope the chips fall in the right spots and the Marauders play another week after that.
Well, we got to pick before that. We got a Digital Player of the Game pick that we got to do.
Oh, yeah, we like picks. We didn't get any tonight. 4 turnovers tonight for the Marauders and no takeaways.
No, we had the picks. They just
yeah.
Dang.
Slippery. And then the fumble was our turnover choice.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, not good.
But the team ran for 577 yards, Jackie. So it's going to be easy to say Orlando Machado with 130 yards, no touchdowns. It's going to be easy to say Clark that had nearly 100 yards. It's going to be easy to say Tiffany that had nearly 100 yards. It's going to be easy to say Upham who had a couple of touchdowns and probably close to 100 yards as well. It's going to be easy to say all these running backs that had all these great yards, but these running backs don't get all these yards if it's not for the big fellas in the middle. The big uglies down there opening up the holes. And I got to say, the last 2 weeks since Cordell McKeever's come back, this offensive line has just been knocking the defense on their heels.
Well, Cordell McKeever and then Andre May going back to his position. And, of course, I think Jones did a pretty decent job for the Mingus Marauders, filling in for the injured Mingus Marauders out here tonight on the line, which, we certainly hope to have them back. We definitely want to see a shorter injury list as we move along. Want to get Ethan Kim back as quickly as possible. And Charles Novak was certainly missed here tonight. Jones played great, but we certainly missed him here tonight. I got to vote for the entire line.
He's a leader as well. He's not just a player, but Charles Novak is one of the leaders and one of the kids that the rest of this team looks up to. And you're right, the line really got it done tonight. And we may have to run to, I don't know, Susie Q. Maybe he's got some hot dogs or something down there because we're going to need a bunch of them tonight. We just gave it to 5 guys plus their backups. I mean, we're going to need to get the barbecue rolling. Maybe Lewis is still down there at the Marauder Burgers. We can throw a couple hot dogs on for this. I mean, we're talking we're going to need like a pack of hot dogs per guy. These are offensive linemen.
No, that's true. Those are the 24 packs, right?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Per man.
Think about right, maybe still. So, yeah, Marauder offensive line, they don't get much recognition. Usually it's bad if they do. But tonight they did a great job, and we certainly want to recognize the big fellas that work real hard and got it done tonight for the Marauders, who ran for 577 yards.
Absolutely fantastic. Best rushing of the year. That'll put the Mingus Marauders over 2,400 rushing yards on the year.
Oh, that's good. All right, fans, we will be back on the air next Friday. Halloween from Prescott. The Badgers, the last team on the schedule for the Marauders in the regular season, and that's going to be a good one. Mingus will need to come up with a win like they did last year. Last year, they spoiled any playoff hopes for the Badgers here at Mingus. The Badgers are looking to do the same thing when we get over there next Friday night. Fans, I'd like to thank our director, Ryan Nichols, for making everything run so smoothly for us. Our graphics and replay man is Joey Kwiatkowski, and our camera operators, Abby Kwiatkowski, Ethan Miller, and Alex Midlinger. And we'd like to thank them for doing a great job as well out on the field and up on top of the box, getting you all the angles that we see throughout the game. And our man in the studio, John Stabe, getting it done for us as well back in the KYBC studios. And if it wasn't for Stabe, none of this would be getting back to you guys. So we'd like to thank all of our crew. Again, we'd like to thank Vinny's Pizza, Dougie from Vinny's Pizza, Doug Yatsenko, Vinny Yatsenko, and the whole Yatsenko family. They hooked us up with a couple of pizzas before the game today. The Buffalo Chicken Pizza, Jackie, they've heard us talking about. That's why they sent that one, you know it. And, man, it was delicious. We'd like to thank those guys for taking care of us up in the box here tonight. For Jackie Bessler, I'm Zach Calandra. Until next Friday night, Mingus Marauder football from Prescott. Everybody have a great week, and we'll see you with the Ghosts and Goblins next Friday, Halloween.